No,
I'm ready.
Just ready.
Are you ready?
Are you looking up the Tara Strong stuff?
Yeah, it's
Winston.
Kath Soucy.
Is she like banging or
Is she fine?
She made a lot of money as voice actress for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
That is one way to put it.
well then?
Politically correct.
All right.
Let's get into it. Is this what you were gonna play on reviews?
Yeah, I wanted to play the trap remix of Loki, but my phone fucked it up. Have you guys been keeping up on Loki?
Have not. Have you? Yeah.
I love it.
It's real good.
Oh, yeah.
People say like you can't move forward with the Marvel like universe if you
No.
don't watch Loki.
It's really the
chance.
start of the next.
Those
shit.
motherfuckers.
I know, right? That's how they've pretty much sold everything now. It's like, if you want to know what happens in the next big thing, you gotta go back and watch everything else.
That's the only way.
I might have to do that then.
Because I've like told my dad about it all the time, and he's just like, so am I gonna have to watch 25 movies to understand this one thing? And I'm like, no, not Loki, because you just need the first Avengers movie, really, and then
Just start
Endgame.
there and then continue forward.
Yeah. It's just super neat.
And even then, you can just jump right into it
Yeah.
because it explains everything. Anyway,
Now, for those listening, welcome back to another episode of DMT Don't Miss This podcast with returning guests, Vic and Ian. Loco-Motive back in the house.
What's up?
Back
Thank
in
you.
DMT Studios,
Thank you.
baby.
it's an honor.
Feels
We
like coming
are.
back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you guys got a couch now.
Right?
Yeah, it's nice.
This is my couch.
Relax.
Fuck yo, couch.
It's like the first time you guys came home, you had a futon. We just got you a king-size Tempur-Pedic bed.
Yeah.
This is nice. I might fall asleep halfway through this. Man. It's very
Oh man,
comfortable.
now it's too comfortable. I gotta change it up now.
Yeah, you got to find that sweet medium.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
Goldilocks.
lumpier.
The Goldilocks number. Oh, but how the hell have you guys been since the last time we saw you?
Good. Last time you saw us, I had just dropped a record, I believe.
Screen Doors out
Shout
now.
out.
Yeah, Screen Door. Thank you.
Fucking banger.
Thank you.
Love that.
Hey.
Slaps.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that. And that got better kind of reaction than I even expected. So really excited about that.
That's awesome.
And Vic's been furiously working in the studio on something like incredibly special.
Ooh, okay.
Hush, hush, huh?
I mean, it's not really hush hush. I just haven't. It's taken a while to put it all together, but it's coming soon. I already have a name for it. It's called Love Letter, the project that I'm gonna put out.
Nice.
Good one.
So, yeah,
Is it an album or is it kind of like something?
it's like an album.
Okay.
I call it an album.
Cool. Cool.
So yeah, it's 10 songs.
Artistically adventurous.
Yeah. I think it's different than stuff I've done in the past for sure.
Gotcha.
Why is it
But-
different?
Well, you know, I sing a lot more, so that's one thing.
Gotcha.
And you're making reggaeton.
Oh, well, that's separate though.
Oh, this is separate.
Oh, that's separate.
You got 10 songs.
Why you out here? Why you see you just giving it all?
hey.
Come on, man.
Just a little sneak preview.
Damn.
It's like this fucking guy over here. He's got like 10 projects going all at once.
I'm just
It's hard to
OCD.
keep
I gotta
up.
do something.
Gotta stay busy.
I know what to do with my hands. So.
Yeah. So originally it was gonna be like half English, half Spanish, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to put it all on the same thing because then it'll confuse people or whatever. So I'll just split the projects into two. So I got an English project coming out, Love Letter, and then I'm also working on a Spanish reggaeton, trap,
Oh,
like
cool.
Bad Bunny type of sound.
Okay.
For another project.
Yeah.
Nice.
And without giving too much away, what makes like Love Letter? What makes it so? And you singing, what makes it such like a unique passion project for you?
It's just an accumulation of like or culmination of my whole music career
Nice.
thus far, you know, and I've learned a lot of things. I've evolved a lot, and this is like the first actual project that I've put out that's not just like a single or whatever, you know.
Right.
Like it's an actual project and it has a theme
dope,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah, I mean the only other project I put out was like this little mixtape in high school, and I made like 5 of the songs the night before. Because I kept telling everybody, I was like, I got a mixtape coming out next week.
Right.
And they were like, oh, for real? Let's throw you a listening party. And I was like, what? No, wait, what?
I don't want to sit there and look at everyone's faces reacting to that.
Yeah, I was like, no,
this ain't
don't.
a stand-up show.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, no.
This
But they
is
did.
forged under the heat of a deadline.
Yeah, so
okay.
they did. And I was like, and I still waited till the night before. I had a week, but I was like,
Hey, I can relate. That's kind of how it works.
No,
Like, oh
exactly.
shit, it's tomorrow.
Hey, you were just thinking of it during that week. You know, you're just it was up there. You were working.
No, it was the
Yeah.
gears were turning, but
yeah. No, that's dope, man. That's awesome.
But for sure.
That's super exciting.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, it's cool when you're able to take basically all the tools of your tool belt. You know, you're like, okay, I have been working on this. I've been, dedicating myself. Okay, I've had to focus on this for a little while. Okay, come back to this. Oh, by doing this, I've learned some more things about this. And then when you're able to combine all those things and like actually bring it all together with your voice and your vision. I mean, that's what it is,
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
To that point, I think it's kind of funny. Like, so we got this show coming up, right?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
August 7th. And we're headlining the Marquee Theater, which is like
Fuck
insane.
Woo!
That's mostly a him thing. Like
I mean,
he
that's-
set it up and but you were talking about using all the tools in the tool belt or whatever. Mm-hmm. Not just like music. We became like super into wrestling recently. And like old school wrestling, new school wrestling, whatever. And we were like, all right, well, let's just like promote this show like wrestling promoters, like corny, like 1980s WWF wrestling promoters.
Yeah.
And it's just another thing of being like, if you're really into like whatever, just use it to your advantage,
Yes.
and go
So
make
did
it
you
work.
guys actually cut promos?
We're about to.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Do you guys got personas?
Yeah. Got a little,
Bring it
little
on.
persona.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't have like a voice or nothing.
Bring it
yeah.
on. What's the names? What's the shtick?
Oh, I guess there's no names. I guess
Yeah.
your shtick is more like very serious and like you're gonna be like looking right.
Yeah, I'm like
Right
like
there.
I guess like let me think.
I was thinking like
not-
Miro.
Maybe, maybe like I don't know, serious
Yeah.
edge. I don't know.
Yeah.
John Cena, obviously.
John Cena.
We're getting Gary to be like Mean Gene Okerlund, the guy that's in the suit
Yeah.
that like he's like, what
Hell
about you
yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
That type of thing. So yeah, we'll see.
You guys don't know this. We have wrestling personas.
Oh
I gotta go get my thing.
no!
Oh shit.
He's a Macho Man guy, right?
Oh, big time.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh yeah. Wait till.
Oh
I'll
shit.
let. This is his baby, his masterpiece. I'll say.
man.
I'm just along for the ride, man.
Oh, that is too funny. When the studio was like, hey, what are you trying to do, with this wrestling promo? I sent them a Macho Man Randy Savage where he's like, the cream rises to the top.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Mikey Bikes. I'm Mikey Bikes. 3 wheels or less. That's it for me. Bikes only. I'll come at you with the handlebar. Put you in the ape hanger. You're going down. Mikey Bikes.
Mikey Bye.
I love that.
And then he's the Allagangster.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're developing the character a little bit.
still workshopping.
We gotta get you that like gator skin fedora
That's
and
right.
gator skin suit, Tommy gun and cigar. Like he's going 30s gang.
Oh, that is too funny. I love that.
100%.
That is dope. I like that.
Oh, man, that's funny.
And I think, again, I'm going to give you a low-key spoiler. It's not the biggest deal, but it's
Okay.
maybe the best part of the show. There's a low-key alligator.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm looking at this thing, and I'm going, this is who I got to be, right?
They gotta channel the
Al
Loki
Capone
gator for the Allagangster.
into one, right? Like, Loki Gator, Lucky Luciano.
There you go.
love that.
There you go.
And you have the perfect 80s wrestling character.
1,000%.
I like that.
I love that.
Fuck, now I feel like we have to work on our character.
Holy Holy shit! Yeah, we got to workshop some stuff.
I was just thinking about the promo, and then I wasn't thinking about the character.
The character sells it all.
Too funny.
Still though, that's dope because like that's the thing. If you can take like if wrestling promotion, which by the way, wrestlers other than the Paul brothers are like the best marketers I've ever seen.
Oh
like,
yeah, sure.
No matter what you think about wrestling or anything like that, you know what it is. You get it. It's awesome. Like you get the full experience out of even like a 30-second promo, right?
Yeah.
Even to that extent, just loving wrestling promos and going like, I could do this and I could do something really cool with this idea and mix it with my idea, with my promotion. I mean, that comes together. That creates such like an authentic, cool experience for the audience. And then they're like, that's who these guys are. Oh, fuck yeah, I can get behind these guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're just trying to do everything short of you putting me through a table.
But we talked about it.
I was going to say, I mean, that might be worth the risk.
Dude, you can put me through a table if you want. I feel like that's more believable.
Yeah. Just a choke slam.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
down.
who of you two would turn heel in a second?
Oof.
I think me.
Yeah.
He's the dark
I don't want
side.
to be like, it's definitely you, but I feel
definitely
like
me.
I feel like you could switch
be like,
and throw me
both
through a
come out
glass
there
table.
halfway through a
No,
tag
we're all
match.
just friends and stuff, and then I'm just like,
Right onto the mixing board.
right here.
Love a good heel turn.
I mean, the fact that you were willing to admit that you would turn heels, I mean, does that make you less likely or more likely? I don't know.
That's
See,
true.
now I don't know. Now we're in
There's
some
an expectation.
Now I'm
Inception
getting
type
confused. It's the game within the game.
See, we talk about The Rock a little bit too much on here.
Yeah.
Like, almost weekly.
Yeah.
I mean, we
he's-
made a whole story about him eating all the nuclear warheads on here, and
That's
just
true.
like he's the Dwayne the Nuke Johnson at that point.
Oh,
Who is he
shit.
fighting? Who was,
He was fighting Silverback Joe Rogan.
that's right. Yeah.
I'd like to see that. I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
But I think probably the funniest thing I learned about The Rock was that when he came out, he was Rocky Maivia, and everyone hated him. Hated
Rocky,
him.
die.
He was all smiling too. Like he was like, you're
was
supposed
such
to
a
love
fucking
me.
goofball.
Yeah, he was a goofball. He was a corny.
Everyone
goofball.
hated. They were not there for it. And then he turns heel, becomes The Rock.
Yeah.
And now he's the fucking man.
Yeah.
Most famous person on the planet.
Can't
Yeah.
stop talking about it.
So good. So good. His promos were the best, man.
Oh, yeah.
I loved his promos.
Yeah.
Be like, The Rock says. It's like, fuck yes. 12-year-old me was just stoked.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh my God.
He's still doing it. To
Finally,
this day.
Oh, yeah. Now
The
he's
Rock is back.
That was commitment.
That was good. Felt like I was there. Whoa.
I don't know, man. I feel like his Instagram posts now, these like giant long, that he's definitely not writing, but he's got someone else doing them for him. Those are his
That
new
shit's
promos.
funny.
Oh, they're the best. They're great. Because I can imagine, we've talked about this. You know, he's working out all day. He's like producing 6 movies a day.
Yeah.
He's still in the wrestling world. He has to eat 12 meals a day. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Doing all these things. He's obviously not. I could just see him sitting on like a bench press for like 20 minutes, just typing. No, that's stupid. I gotta go back. I mean, no way. But he's putting it out there, man.
Yeah.
That's why wrestling promotions are the best marketing on the planet.
Well, and to that end of how much he has to work out and eat, it just makes me laugh because I don't know why. I was thinking about Jingle All the Way with Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
it's
love
like
that
the
movie.
same thing between him and The Rock. If they're ever cast in a part where they have to play just a normal guy, it is the least believable thing. Like Terminator is more believable than that. Because you think about it, it's like, oh, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger's like a doctor or something like that. It's like, no. Because doctors they can't be that buff. They literally do not half the time in the day to get that buff and stay that buff.
That's hilarious, bro.
So true.
I've never thought
of that either.
The Rock is a gorilla trainer in Rampage. I'm like, gorillas take a lot of commitment. They do. So does the Iron Paradise. You got to pick one.
Yeah, zoos don't come with gyms.
You can't just make him like a janitor. Dude, look at this fucking. Everyone would take pictures like, look at this fucking giant janitor that I found.
This janitor should be an Avenger. What the fuck?
6'5", 300-pound pure muscle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just mopping. Yeah, he's working those back muscles, baby.
That would be so funny to go through all of his movies and be like, could this actually be possible or no? You know, I bet most of them you'd be like,
yeah.
No
Otherwise, like the other half of his body of work is like him in a jungle.
Yeah.
He's always in a jungle.
Like that new movie where he's like, isn't he like a zookeeper or something?
no,
He's a boat captain.
Yeah.
Boat captain. He looks so fucking funny with that little hat. It's just like, it's just too small for him.
He looks like an engineer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, this looks like a Halloween costume.
Right. The Rock.
Yeah. Boat captains don't squat, dude.
Come on. Like maybe he can get those arms from turning the thing. Nah.
hell nah.
And he's in the jungle. Where's he getting the protein?
Right. I would love to see Dwayne Johnson like pull a Christian Bale and just like fully let his body become the character.
Oh yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Just get so out of shape, gain 70 pounds of pure fat.
He looked like he did like that fat. He play like a fat dude
Oh yeah,
in that
Central
Kevin Hart movie.
Intelligence.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Yep.
just looked like that.
Oh, that would be
Actually
funny.
do it though, like
Yeah,
commit.
yeah.
That'd be great.
Christian Bale commitment.
See
That'd
if he
be
can
like
come
his
back.
whole brand too. Like,
Right?
I mean, he's got like his little energy drinks now and
Yeah.
tequila and stuff like
What
that.
if he did that though? He like he got fat for a role, whatever, and then he was like, "Guys, I was wrong. This is so much better.
It's like, oh, you know what? Hey,
I'm so much happier.
working out sucks. Let's just be honest.
I
He's like,
wasted my life."
he gets like a Cheez-It brand or something.
I mean, he's Samoan, so he's supposed to be like.
So sad.
Yeah.
He's supposed to look He's supposed to look like who he played in Moana. Like that's how he should look.
That's how he should. Yep.
This is giant,
Is that not how he
wide.
looks?
No, but like
Oh, like
Wider.
yeah, okay,
Wider.
yeah.
wider.
Sure.
Didn't we pitch last week that his entire career change should be that he gets fat and becomes a magician?
Oh yeah.
Oh
we
my
did. That was
I would see that.
The people would flock. Being a magician would be the highest sought after thing ever.
the prediction would be that magicians would overtake movies.
Now, I want you to reach in your back pocket. Is that a boot in your ass?
Turn that some bitch sideways. Oh, that's funny.
The Rock.
I mean, hey, if we got magicians and professional wrestlers working in the same ring, okay?
They tried to do that. I
They
believe.
did?
Yeah, there
Magic
was a guy. So I think Vince McMahon in the like early 90s was obsessed with like creating wrestlers based off of jobs,
Okay.
right? So like they had the dentist and they had the clown or whatever. And one guy made the mistake of being like, yeah, I know a little bit of magic or whatever. And they for sure like brought him out and he was like doing magic tricks to like win the match and stuff like that.
my
So
God.
I don't know
win
if
the
it's
match?
actually
It wasn't just like something he did backstage. He
No,
did it
I
during
think
the
like
match.
he did it. He would be
Just,
like,
throw cards.
yeah,
I was going to say,
Oh,
card
Gambit.
knocking.
I wish I could remember the name.
Dude, that's
That's
hilarious.
a-
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. That's a jabroni if I ever heard of it.
That is a goddamn jabroni.
Yeah, I want to see the magician
meaning
fight
of the word.
dentist.
The dentist.
That's what I was seeing.
His name
He comes
was
out, he
Isaac-
starts picking at people's gums.
His
and
name was
shit.
Isaac Yankum.
Isaac,
Yanko.
who became
That's not
Kane
bad.
Kane, yeah. he
later,
became
if you guys
Kane.
know Kane.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
And he went out and like he had fucked up teeth.
Yeah.
He
But
did.
he was a dentist.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Too
It's not
funny.
about fixing my teeth. It's about breaking yours. This is what happens after you're in the ring with me.
Top match. What's your guys' favorite match?
Oh.
That's a great question.
Oh yeah.
This is turning
Again?
into a direction that I like. This is shit that we talk about on Wednesdays.
know.
Just like
I know.
a real DMT trip.
We talk about this all the time.
My favorite match ever, and I don't know if this is your favorite match as well, but
It probably will be.
Yeah, it's Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, and I believe it's Halloween Havoc 1997. Or 1996.
One of those two.
And it's just, I mean, like, Eddie Guerrero's the heel. Rey Mysterio has never been a heel because it's impossible for him to be a heel. And it's just like this look into the future of what wrestling has become now. Because before it used to be like big guys like kind of posing for most of it and just like one throw and like a leg drop and it's over. But like, Rey Mysterio is doing things that like you didn't know were humanly possible at the time.
And flipping around the pylon and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And Eddie Guerrero might be like the best wrestler of all time. So those two, like in their prime, way ahead of their time. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one for me.
Yeah,
What's yours?
Same. Yeah. And and we've talked about this before, so yeah. It's just crazy, and it was cool because they weren't like the top guys in WCW. They were just like, I mean, they had a buzz because, you know, they were doing this type of thing, but they never were going to get that push that they deserved there. And it was cool. It was a cool match. You know?
Yeah, nice. So I haven't seen a whole hell of a lot, but like my favorite for the longest time was Macho Man Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, WrestleMania 3. Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah.
Both super underrated for what they can do in the ring.
For sure.
Because like Macho Man's got his like promo work that's really put him.
Slim Jims.
Yeah.
I forgot about Slim Jims. Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Freaking Bonesaw is ready.
Spider-Man.
Oh.
Dude.
And then I mean Ricky Steamboat, we've talked about it.
Yeah, I think he's like one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time. Like he's so many like current day and previous wrestlers' favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
And
he should be
like,
talked about like with Ric Flair for that time.
Absolutely. And he's like one of his biggest rivals too, you know?
Yeah, because he had that like when him and Ric Flair went up against each other, Ric Flair was like chick stealing, wheeling, dealing, like he was rich guy, the heel, whatever. And Ricky Steamboat was like all about inner peace and like that type of thing. And then also just this beautiful wrestler, you know?
Yeah. I can see that. I totally see what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I loved the Ricky Steamboat Macho Man match, and then I saw and did more research pretty recently. Actually, was Undertaker Mick Foley Hell in a Cell, which I know that was a complete accident with him falling through the cage.
Yeah.
But then I looked into Mick Foley, and I'm like, Jesus, he's the
Mick
shit.
Foley is fucking wild.
Yeah.
We were talking about him right before we walked in.
Really?
Yeah, that's funny. Dude.
He's insane,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Oh,
Shit
that was
that
back
he's
when
done.
thumbs were okay to slam people on.
And the
damn.
shit that he's put his body through.
Yeah.
Going off that cage the way that he did
Man.
the first time.
Oh, onto the table?
Yeah, I thought that was the craziest bump. But then him going through the cage.
Yeah.
And then like he says that the chair almost hit him or something. And
when it fell through?
Yeah, and he landed too high up on his back, and he's like, dude, I almost broke my
he
neck.
landed like right on his fucking face.
Yeah.
Fucking like
like
his
the
tooth
cage
is like
was
coming
not-
out of his lip and
his
his
tooth is
nose
stuck in
and
his
shit.
nose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Wild.
and then like because I watched an interview and he was like saying like he just sort of came back to. He got up pretty quick and was walking around, but he woke up and he was on the ropes and Undertaker's like, go home,
Yeah.
go home, like,
And he kept going.
He's like, no, we're finishing the match.
Yeah, they brought Tax out. Yeah. King of the Ring, 1998.
Goddamn professional, right?
Yeah,
That wasn't even the main
she talked
event.
about.
That was like that was like before.
Stone Cold and Kane had to go after.
yeah,
dude.
For a
How do
title
you follow
match.
that?
Jesus Christ.
Ridiculous. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a wild match.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys this because I've noticed this trend a lot. What is it with rappers being in love with Ric Flair?
Dude, I mean,
So
he's
many
just-
songs reference Ric Flair,
he is
dude.
everything that a rapper wants to be. He's fucking cool. He has jewelry. He has the best clothes. He has bitches. He has limousines. He fucking has it all.
His
He's
mic-
just so
his-
cool.
His mic works insane.
Yeah.
Like every single time he talks, you're like, well, this is the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
Right.
He's
that
also
30 for 30 doc was one of the best things I've ever seen.
Well, and he fucking lives it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the I love that about Ric Flair. Yeah,
Like
Ric
his
Flair's
shit
a goat,
isn't
bro.
as much of a character as it's just that's just Ric Flair.
Who he is.
That's just
Yeah.
him, you know.
Yeah,
He's just so cool. He's just so dope. We actually got a little help from Ric Flair
Yeah?
for
to
the
help
promo.
promote our shows.
Yeah, that's gonna come out.
Yeah.
upcoming
So
Monday.
again, yeah, rappers do love Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Sure do.
Boy.
And he's
Hell
even
yeah.
crossed it over to like reggaeton, like Bad Bunny. He had him in one of his videos, and he was, they're like crossing over into that too. Like he's just worldwide, like one of the biggest figures.
Yeah, he transcends. He's one of those guys that transcends his sport / just the quote unquote industry sports
Yeah, because
in general.
because he's even like basketball, football players, like other athletes, like actors. Everybody just loves.
You
Ric Flair.
can't hear woo without thinking of it. He owns a sound.
He really does. Yeah.
Crazy.
He
That's so
owns a
crazy.
sound.
It's a good sound to own.
Yeah, it's so true. And I mean, like, even in the 80s, he had that,
Yeah.
and it's so nice that now we've gotten to this point where if you thought of wrestling, you thought of Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah.
And I can't get through a full Hulk Hogan match most of the time because a lot of it is just like that hold, the one slam, the leg drop, and that's it. Kind of just bores me.
And it also bothers me that his hair starts floating around. He's got like the lightest, thinnest hair, and it's always
so
floating
bad.
around
So funny.
above his head. No matter how sweaty he's getting, he's got those flyaways.
It's always reminded me of my grandpa, no matter how old he is.
Your grandpa had the handlebar mustache.
That's great.
That's fire.
Great.
He's got a pretty mean mustache. You don't keep it ever, though.
I should more often. I had
Dude,
to.
hit the handlebar mustache.
That is a blessing.
It is.
Because if I just go mustache, it's a problem.
yeah, same.
I tried it once not too long ago, but
You got a good mustache.
it was all right.
I don't
guess.
remember that.
Well, I didn't just like I left a little.
Yeah, I remember that.
because I was like, if I shave it all, then I just look stupid.
Exactly. You got to have a little.
What are you
something
trying to
there.
prove, Vic? You trying to start something?
Man, who has the best mustache? Let's just see. I mean, I don't.
It's
I mean,
certainly
I think-
not us.
No,
No,
yeah.
I
It's
think
trash.
that's a y'all conversation.
It's again, every man in my family has a mustache of some sort. I would put shame upon all of them if I didn't grow a good mustache.
sure,
you know?
sure.
That's fair.
Both sides of the family.
Yeah, his
But
dad's had a fierce mustache his my entire life. I've seen.
Oh,
I've
nice.
Never seen him
seen-
clean shaved.
Me neither. Not once. And one time he's like, "I think I'm gonna shave my mustache today." I said, "If you do, I'm not talking."
You're not my father
I know
anymore.
you, dude.
Who are you? Yeah, it's like those videos. It's like those videos where like dads shave their face and then they see their kid and they're like, "Mom, there's some stranger in the house."
Someone's telling me they're dad, but they're not dad.
I was legitimately worried. I would see him and just go, "Ah!"
And you probably would.
probably would.
That shit is shocking.
Get out of my house.
Yeah.
The last time I shaved my beard off, it was just like, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, every
People
time
will
I-
trash you.
Every time I do it, I'm like, maybe I'll look all right, and then I immediately regret it. I'm like, no, this was a mistake.
Yeah, it's always a little journey with it. Like since COVID, that's when so normally I have a beard. Normally that's just like easy go to. I just mostly hate shaving, right?
Sure.
Right.
Then I shave into the mustache. I did that first during COVID and it worked, and I kept it for a while. Shave, grow back, shave, grow back. This time I knew I had to shave it for a short that we were gonna do. So I wish I would have kept the mustache for like a month rather than
Yeah,
the week
but
I did.
that production deadline, we had to
And
get
then,
it going.
well, then I shaved my face, and I immediately went, "This is a mistake."
Every time.
And we've been editing it, and I've been watching my face on the edit. I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah, no
Never
matter
again. Never
how
again.
good you think it's gonna turn out, it never does. You're
Nope.
just like, no, this is stupid. I hate it. I hate everything.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay inside for the next month.
I look like a man with like a 12-year-old's head. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
It's
for
bad.
sure.
I actually had a nightmare recently that I got blackout drunk and woke up clean shaven. And I
Yeah.
was like upset in the dream.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I woke up, I was like, oh, thank God. It's still here.
The worst is when like you have a beard going and then you do all the work to like shave it and like actually make it look good and
Yeah.
go razor burn and all this
Yeah.
shit. And then you go like, well, that's a waste of time.
Yeah, I can't wait for like 2.5 weeks from now.
Yeah, I gotta live with this, you know.
Too funny.
So you guys were so. How much of the NBA Finals did you guys get to check out?
Him
I
a
watched,
lot.
I watched
Okay.
mostly every
Me,
game.
no,
I think
not as much, but
I think
I
I
was
missed
watching.
one game.
Yeah.
though. It was like game 2 or
Me
something.
too. Yeah, we saw Black Widow that night.
Yeah, I think that's why I missed it too. Yeah,
You're seeing Black Widow with us.
I want to watch. I don't give a shit about Milwaukee.
I remember
Phoenix.
now. Just to that point, like talking about your guys' favorite matches, like something I really liked that you were saying, and something I liked a lot about these finals, and I always hope sports are going in this direction.
Real quick, who are you going for?
Bucks for sure. Bucks
Okay.
and 6, yeah.
I don't really follow, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll follow him, even though he's wearing Suns colors today.
I mean,
know.
it's
What's up with that,
yellow,
dude?
not orange.
got the Vikings.
Yeah, I love my Vikings. Don't worry.
So you know that.
Very close to
Yeah.
Milwaukee. And I don't know. My thing with it, one, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
He's
The best outside the Joker, but MVP, Finals MVP, not MVP.
Love Giannis.
Love Giannis. Middleton, maybe one of the most
Love
underrated guys in the
Middleton.
league.
Dude,
Love
what
his
a
game.
great story.
Yeah, Drew Holiday came
Yeah.
through
We wanted him
big
here.
when
Oh,
they
man.
needed.
I wanted
He's
him
great.
here so
Imagine.
so
Yeah.
bad.
But it's like I won with the Nuggets. I think we're one piece like that away. I
Yeah,
really do.
agreed.
The problem with this year's playoffs was we were basically playing with a whole new team. You know,
Yeah.
by the time we
Bunch
made the
of
playoffs,
kids,
exactly.
you know,
like
yeah.
Aaron Gordon clearly was like. By the time we hit the playoffs, he's still like, I've barely been on this team.
Yep.
Murray's out.
Like he's never even been to the playoffs. Or
He's been in Orlando this whole
he,
time. I
he
think, like,
disappeared
once.
too
Yeah.
during the playoffs.
He
I
had
would say.
3 games, big games, 0 points. You know,
Yeah.
which stinks because he's an all-star and you need him to score. Michael
Yeah.
Porter Jr. by the second round just wasn't doing as
Yeah.
much. Still super young.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Still, I think
What
we're
is he,
that close.
20, 21?
Oh yeah.
He's like 20. I think he's like 21.
And not having Jamal Murray. That man's a killer in
He
the
had
playoffs.
to become the number 2 all of a sudden, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. You can't just thrust that
Yeah.
responsibility.
no.
on guys
See,
that
next
ready.
year once he has that number 2 role for a little while, then I think he'll really
I'm getting
he'll really
goosebumps just
grow.
thinking of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll really grow. Because for the longest, Mike Malone didn't want to play him,
Right.
And it pissed me off because I was like, dude,
I
how is he gonna be? How is he gonna become better if you don't play him?
Don't give him
That's how
any
it feels
experience.
with
You
Bull
have
Bull,
to
too,
play,
right
and
now. It's
Bull,
like, just
fucking Bull. Just
that man's a
throw him out
unicorn.
there.
You've got 7'5" on the bench, just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He scored
can
like
shoot from
50 or
deep.
40 points in the bubble one game.
Yeah.
Like,
I
come
MPJ.
on, bro.
It's crazy.
Come
and like,
on.
you see what Giannis can do. Imagine that guy with like,
Dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, Giannis
70%.
was skinny when he came into the league.
He was.
Imagine if he puts on some weight like that.
exactly.
Dude.
Well, and that's what's cool. Even with the Suns making it and the Bucks and all that, like you guys were saying, like the best matches you remember, they're not like the GOATs per se. It's just like great athletes at their sport
Yeah.
going at it. I loved it being Milwaukee and Phoenix and not like, the Lakers
Yeah.
and
Thank
Brooklyn
God.
or something.
Oh, man.
Thank God.
It's, yeah, exactly. I think it taints the sport, man. I
Yeah.
think
It
it
does.
kills
And it gives
it.
hope to other teams like, Milwaukee's small market. Phoenix is too for the most part.
Well, and
you
they
know?
still never won a championship.
And they've never won a championship, and I mean that, like being a Nuggets fan, that gives
Yeah,
hope
we
to
know how
us,
that
to
feels.
me,
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh my god, it just gives hope because I'm like, well, if they could do it, I mean, we're not too far off.
We've got the same piece. I see a very similar. Honestly, I see within the next maybe 2 years,
Yeah.
Milwaukee, Denver, and the
Yeah, no,
that'd
I
be
said
great.
I said right after the finals, I was like, oh, next year Bucks Nuggets.
Oh, well, now I'm worried. 'cause
What
I'm
about
like,
the Nets, though?
I
Nets
mean-
will come back.
I don't
if
know.
they
They're
stay
just
healthy.
they're just too injury prone, man.
Yeah.
Kyrie is hurt every playoffs,
Harden,
every
yeah.
playoffs, and I love Kyrie, but he's just
Yeah.
always
I'd
hurt.
love to see it.
And
for
then
sure.
I had to go on the Nets.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Like the
that's
a
pylon
super
shit
team.
is just so annoying.
yeah, the super team. That's where Giannis was like, yeah, we did it the right way.
I
That's
love
the
that
other
he said that.
championship.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I love that he said that.
I told Sal, I was like, I tagged Kevin Durant immediately.
so hard.
Take notes, Katie.
Fuck you, KD.
Respect the game, but come on, man.
Yeah,
What do you-
yeah.
I can't win in Oklahoma City, which I hate the Thunder, so I was kind of glad he left.
Okay.
But then the Warriors, come on.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that pissed
man.
me off to no
Hated
end.
that.
Man. That
Hated
pissed
that.
me off more than LeBron going to Miami.
Yeah. Like,
That was so bad.
you shouldn't have anybody should be able to do whatever they want always and forever. If you're good enough and you can make the money and the team wants you, go get it. It's business,
Sure.
right? But to an extent, like I hear Kevin Durant or LeBron or all these guys talking about doing this and like, I'm entitled to win a championship. I'll do whatever it takes. And I'm like, Yeah, but you're not really the guy that gets to say that. You know what I mean?
Right.
PJ Tucker can say that.
Oh yeah.
He can go sign up with the Bucks and get himself a ring. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You could do it. Go get guys to your team. I talk to Sam about this all the time, but like, if I'm Trevor Lawrence going to Jacksonville, right? How could you not be like, I'm going to be the Peyton Manning of the Jags. I'm going to be the John Elway of the Jags. I'm going to redefine this entire franchise.
Yeah, for sure.
You have the chance to do that, you know?
And the thing that bothered me most about Kevin Durant is like I would understand if he was like at the bottom consistently and not having
Not
a
making
chance.
the playoffs.
But they were up 3-2 on the
3-1.
3-1 on the Warriors,
Yeah.
and and then he left after that.
Yeah,
so
it was super transparent how pouty that shit was. It's like, it's you guys, not me.
Oh.
Fuck you.
I'm going to go to the team that got it right.
Yeah.
And then not.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, that's why I love these finals. That's why I love.
Yeah,
That's why
it
I
was
needed
cool.
to watch all of them. I was like, I hope this is the norm, but I need to cherish this while we have it. You know?
I don't think it will be the norm. You saw a lot of injuries.
Oh wow, yeah, that was bad.
I don't think it will be the norm. I hope so though. Parody is always good.
Yeah. I love LeBron comes out after he's like, "Oh, this is why I told them to wait longer."
Dude, he was like last year. Last year he's like, "Oh, it's a good idea. I agree, I want to wholehearted." And then this year he's like, "Oh, well, you know, I told there was not enough time for us."
That man can finesse his ass off.
And his comment is, "Well, now I gotta just do my own promotion for Space Jam," and I'm like,
I gotta focus on my game with the Goon Squad. With the Toon Squad, you know what the fuck is wrong with you?
I hate LeBron. I hate LeBron so much. I hate him so much.
love
I hate
LeBron.
him so much. I liked him for like 1 year when they were playing the Warriors.
right,
Just because I
came
hated
back
the
from
Warriors.
3-1. Yep.
And I love Kyrie. Like
God, that was the best.
He's one of my
finals.
favorite
That was my
players.
favorite
It's
finals.
between these last ones and those ones for me.
love
It's
Yeah.
tough too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Big time.
for sure, for
Big
sure.
time.
Yeah.
Kyrie hit that.
Dude,
We have
right
a
in
song
Curry's
called
face.
Uncle Drew. We fucking
Yeah.
love Kyrie.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love him. But
His game is like just.
he reminds me a lot of
incredible.
Allen Iverson, who's like my favorite player of all time. So
That's where he just gets in his own way so much too.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
He gets
yeah.
hurt and he gets in his own way, and I'm like,
Absolutely.
his whole thing. I want to be the number one guy. I'm like, please do. Just
Yeah.
do
it. I'd
think
rather
now-
have him as a number 2.
yeah, I
Sure.
think now he's realized after he went to Boston, he's
Yeah.
like, I really can't do it. And then he went to, Brooklyn with Kevin Durant, and
Let's
then,
sneak him over to Denver.
then James
huh?
Harden. Hey,
Oh,
you know what?
Him and Murray in the backcourt. Oh,
That'd be
man.
insane. I don't think he'd ever do that.
But,
Well,
Damn, that would
I
be
mean, maybe
incredible.
maybe we could steal away Dame Dollar though. You know what I'm saying? How hard would that be?
That would be
dude,
fantastic.
just right out from the Blazers' nose, too. Oh,
Talk about somebody else that we could make a song about. I fucking love.
I love him too. I love him too.
And
Like,
he's played on the Blazers,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we fucking hate
I
the
hates the
Blazers.
Blazers.
Like,
Despise them. Yeah.
but I love him as a player. He's
Hulu
so
has
good.
live sports. I mean, come
Dude,
on.
Hulu has live sports. With the little
he's even
money.
rapping and
Yeah,
shit. He got
he's like,
bars.
real,
yeah.
He's
Well,
sick.
It makes
Has
me angry
got
that he's on the Blazers because I can't. I mean, I could root for his game, but I can't root for
No.
him. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm mad about
They
it.
just there's not really anything they can do anymore. You know, it's time. It's just time
time
for
to let him
both of
go.
them. Like he wants to be there, but
Let's go to a team that's on the up and up. Let's do a Kawhi to Toronto type.
Yeah.
Thing. Come to Denver for a year,
come
get us
to
a
Denver,
chip,
yeah, and then go wherever the fuck you want.
or
Who cares?
stay.
Or stay.
Yeah.
Or stay.
Come on, we got the MVP.
Got mountains.
Yeah.
And him and Lillard or him and Jokic are like never hurt.
Ever.
Nah, that's
Ever.
true.
They would fucking
what?
play like
Dominate,
82
yeah.
games and then all hold on. Yeah. No, you're right.
You
Right.
should have seen me game 6 when like the Bucks they were up by like 8 with 20 seconds left or something. It was like something where they had it, but the game wasn't over.
Yeah.
And I started chanting Bucks in 6, and then the Suns got like 3 or 4 points. I just started smacking the wood floor. It was like
I was
till
like,
the end of the game.
no.
I ruined it.
It was game 5. I remember that because I was
Yes,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, they're gonna lose.
I blew it.
They're gonna fucking lose.
See, nobody at Badgers got that stressed. So
did.
like where I work
Jeez.
is like right next door to Badgers, which is all
Yeah.
Wisconsin themed. And
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
And so I could
yeah.
hear
On
it.
Broadway?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been there.
Love that
Yeah, I
bar.
was gonna say.
No, and just like through the walls, I could hear box in 6, box in 6 for the full final fucking quarter. It was just like, I want to just go hang out over there. It's dead in here. Can I just go hang out over there and just be in that energy, man? Like that sounds
absolutely.
awesome.
Oh my God. I had this weird combination of emotions during that game, that being just because I had been told by my friend who's a nurse about like the Delta strain of COVID and all the not fun stuff to talk about.
Right.
And you're just like, shit, whatever. I'm going to enjoy sports. And then I watch 65,000 people standing in front of that stadium.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
was
like,
crazy. No
holy
mask.
no mask. I'm like,
Just
fuck
no
COVID. It doesn't even matter. We're back.
This championship is gonna prevent us from getting COVID. Fuck the COVID.
They're like, they might cancel the Olympic Games. They go, pfft, still in Milwaukee.
Cancel shit in Milwaukee. They didn't cancel a damn thing.
Bro, and
No,
Phoenix
hell no.
was rocking too.
Yeah, they were.
They were sold out to capacity. You see that motherfucker with the $100 bills?
Yeah, oh my God.
Come on.
This guy,
That's the corniest shit I've ever
he's
seen.
begging to become a meme, and I'm certain he got mugged after that game.
Oh,
He's
for
out-
sure.
He's got $1,000 in hundreds, and he's just, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just
And I'm
like,
so glad. I think Giannis hit like a lot of free
Oh,
throws
yeah.
that night, so it was for nothing.
it was
ridiculous.
for nothing.
Fucking idiot.
Hearing the fans just like die
Fuck
down
him,
every time.
This little clout chasing thing is just ridiculous to
Oh,
me,
it's
man.
aggressive.
The
Yeah.
difference
Fuck
between
him.
Milwaukee fans and Phoenix fans
Dude, I went
so
to-
stark.
I went to the last to game 4 between Phoenix and Denver.
The one with the Suns and 4 guy or whatever. The guy
it was
that
no,
No,
that was the one before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I sat in like a section just full of Suns fans, like full of them.
That's the worst.
Like it was just the worst because there was like this one dude who every time they'd make a bucket, he'd turn around and be like,
Oh my gosh.
but then the Nuggets would go on a run, and I'd be like, hey, what happened? And he'd just sit there. And he wouldn't like. I'd be like, hey, turn around, I'm talking to you.
And then the refs threw Jokic out in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
yeah.
okay, so they paid off.
Because he went off about the Suns fans, and it's like, yeah, Milwaukee fans, they're all wholesome Midwestern
Yeah.
people.
Hardworking
Yeah.
people, you know?
And then the Suns people, they're just desert trash. It's its own level of trash.
man.
They all go to ASU.
Yeah, 100%. It is its own
No matter
realm
what
of
age.
trash. Like, there's white trash, there's southern trash, there's other trash, but desert trash is
Yeah.
something special.
Dude, I was rooting for them against the Lakers in the first round because I
Yep.
was like,
Fuck
whatever.
the Lakers because
Yeah.
they win
And then
too
they
much.
came and played us, and I was like, but then I went to that game, and I was like, oh, dude, fuck the whole state of Arizona. I was
gonna say, you switched on the dime. He got on Twitter.
Oh, I was so pissed. They pissed me off so much. There was not like one decent Phoenix fan there. They were all high-fiving each other like, yeah, Suns in 4.
Oh my God. Yeah. Especially at the away stadium, just like, oh.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's
And
the
that's
worst.
another
bullshit.
thing. There was so many there, and I was like, why are there so many Phoenix fans
I
here?
think it's because we had lost hope.
Yeah.
At that point, am I wrong here?
Yeah.
I mean, like the Nuggets were done.
about
Yeah.
that point.
They got through the Blazers series, which, better team. They'll
How
win,
they
but-
did that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
good for them.
Yeah.
Without Murray, but I think that's where Jokic just ran out of steam essentially at that point. He's like,
I mean, yeah, he played all 82 games.
I can't do this alone.
Plus,
like,
6 more plus
No injuries,
Yeah.
good for him.
yeah,
I love Jokic's like progression of his career because he went from this kind of like, well, haha, that's hilarious that he can like play that well because like he can't really jump, can't really
Drinking
run
all that
or
Coke.
whatever.
Drinking-
yeah,
drinking like
drinking
2
a liter
liters of Coke or
he was
what?
300 pounds and couldn't do a plank.
Exactly. And it just went from that to like this year he became like a killer in the and I was like,
God.
who is this guy?
Yeah.
And, I
And it
was
started
like,
last year
playing,
during the bubble because he came back and everybody was like, "Oh shit, Jokic
Yeah.
is like skinny now."
Yeah.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden,
He's got his shit together.
because he started. There's that meme where he's getting interviewed by the media and he's just like so fat. He's just- and it's at the beginning of last season, but then you fast forward a few months and he's just like,
Yep.
yeah.
it's like
Nikola Jokic.
200 pounds. He's
Yeah.
like,
Shoulders are like
What's
out
up?
to
Yeah.
here. Hey, if you can get it done though, right?
dude, I love that motherfucker.
MVP.
I love MVP. MVP.
Got it.
Dude.
Finally got one.
Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I love him so much.
I know, right? Oh, the future. Future. It's the perfect guy to have as your.
I don't even. It doesn't even matter who we have on our team. It's just he's always gonna
got
make
him.
He's always gonna make it work.
You got him and 2 other guys that could put up 18 points a game.
We got that.
We got him.
We got that right now.
We could
Bring
do it.
Dame Dollar over.
Oh, that would be.
Dude.
We might four-peat with that.
The more you say it, the more I like think it's gonna happen. I'm just
Power
so
of
excited.
attraction, the secret.
That's what
They
I'm
would
saying.
never
Make
do it,
your
though.
vision board, put him on there.
They would never do it though, because then they'd have. They're in our division, so
Yeah.
Because they would have to trade him, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because he wants out.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
a free
So he's
agent
not a free agent.
situation.
He hasn't said he wants out.
No,
yet,
but-
I mean, he wants.
The
out.
body
Let's
language
be-
is there.
Let's
He's
be
like,
honest.
If he does go to the Lakers, though,
Oh my God, I'll stop watching basketball.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think most people.
that should be
will.
illegal.
long time.
Like they
It should be.
veto
I
that.
mean, like
Yeah.
that's the dope thing about the NFL having salary caps is that
Yeah.
no people stay in the same place or like pile on teams are kind of a joke. And I mean, like I guess you could say to an extent the Patriots kind of do the
Yeah.
best with like, okay, one contract, you come over here, we'll get a Super Bowl, and you're fucking out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as egregious.
No.
And I fucking hate the Patriots, and I know you love the Patriots. But like I will absolutely give them credit that they did more with less than any franchise in the history of
Yeah,
sports.
they did
in my
less than
opinion.
like this year with the Bucks. They were signing like
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
They were a team that were like, oh, let's bring everybody.
Tom,
Yeah.
who do you want? Him, him.
You want Gronk back? Oh shit!
100%.
We'll
Antonio
just pay
Brown?
him.
You're
we
cool with
pay him the
Antonio
minimum.
Brown? Sure. Why not?
Leonard
So
Fournette,
funny.
Lombardi Lenny. Now,
Yeah.
Dude, Lombardi Lenny.
have you guys watched Eddie on Instagram? Tom Brady getting his ring.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
everybody.
I've seen a little bit.
Oh,
yeah,
have you
he's
seen the
wilding
rings
out.
though?
Oh,
Dude,
that's
those are
fire.
elaborate.
Yeah,
Like,
like
you take the
200
top off, and the stadium's a fucking in the
Oh
ring.
no
Oh, are you
way!
serious?
which it
I
should
haven't
be.
seen
Check it
that.
out.
That's
Holy
wild.
shit.
First team
super
to
wild.
play in their own stadium in the Super Bowl, and they won. I mean, fuck yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's-
Yeah,
it's
that's
awesome.
cool.
That might be the best ring of all time.
Yeah.
Then that's fucking dope.
I just love it. Though. He's such a dork. He's with everybody doing Instagram stories and just him. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're 43, dude. Like,
Yeah, they're like 23 or whatever. Yeah,
like,
I like the parade when he's like just all fucking just swaying.
throwing the trophy and shit
just throwing
from
the-
boat to boat.
Top.
Oh my god.
See the sides? It's like separated there.
Oh
It
my
opens
God.
and it's got the Buccaneers Stadium inside the fucking.
How do we
ring.
get a knockoff of one of
Yo,
those?
I
and wear it
could
to the
get you
show,
one.
dude, I'll
I mean,
take a
God.
plastic version of that.
I would
I
too.
don't care. Yeah.
I mean, the best we got is our
fine.
state rings.
Oh, that's hard.
But-
yeah, I like that.
I got a knockoff Super Bowl 50 ring.
Do you really?
Yeah, it says Peyton Manning and everything.
Wear that shit to the show.
I should, huh? I'm gonna wear that shit to the show.
Where else are you gonna wear it?
That was number 78. No
See,
big deal.
that's the thing. That's the thing about having these. We have one, and it's like, well, what do we do with them? Like,
Yeah.
we're just kind of out.
Yeah, you can't really like flex it. It's more of like a trophy.
Yeah, pretty much.
At that point.
Trophy
Bit of a
I can put
memory.
on my fucking.
Which
finger.
is like, I never understood people who got their high school rings and shit.
Yeah.
Because you gotta we had to buy those, but like you gotta win to get a chance to buy it.
Yeah.
High school rings are like, do you want to give us more money?
Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, I graduated high school. Okay, that's cool. Now what?
Do you still wear your Letterman's jacket too, Brian? Like,
Wild.
Yeah, that always never made sense to me. honestly.
class of '87. I scored 2 touchdowns.
Best part of my life.
Oh, that's Tom Segura.
Yeah,
huh?
they can do it.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I love Tom.
The best.
So,
I got one more NBA now, just to
Okay.
wrap it all, and then we'll
Okay,
go back.
Jack.
We'll get away from the basketball. Next year's finals for sure are going to be Pelicans Hornets. It's going to be the Ball
Dude.
brothers. 7-game series. LeVar Ball will
Oh
become
my
the
God.
commissioner of the NBA at the end of it.
That sounds like Space Jam 3
everything
to me.
they'll all be head to toe, big baller brand.
Yep, 100%. The BBB.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody wears
it
it.
is.
Yeah. Who wore it in the first place, other than Lonzo
him.
Ball and him? Yeah.
They wore it. That's it.
But yeah, he doesn't wear that shoe anymore.
Nah, Lonzo doesn't.
No.
He wears
Yeah.
Nikes.
Why
now,
would you do
yeah.
And
And LaMelo has like his own Puma shoe. So
Yeah. LaMelo's, or is it, LaMelo's on the Hornets, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
he's actually pretty okay.
Yeah,
you know what
he's
I mean?
great.
He was
That
Rookie
dude
of the
can
Year,
ball.
right? I think.
Yeah,
Something like
he
that.
was.
he
Yeah.
was.
I don't
And
know
yet-
if he deserved it necessarily.
Right.
He
Because of his
missed
name,
so
yeah.
much, but yeah.
That's just the thing, though. It's just like because of his name and like mostly his dad's name, what he was able to achieve, but also honestly, I think more that hindered him more than anything. Like I think LeVar was always just like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to promote my sons into being the best, so that I'll be the
Yeah.
best to make all the
And
money."
it really fucked over Lonzo.
But, I mean,
LaMelo,
blew
he's
up
good.
in his face.
but-
Yeah,
Lonzo, it's
it
just
did.
like, oh, you
Yeah.
used the second.
Lonzo
overall
got it
pick.
all. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind Lonzo here.
I wouldn't. No, I would love Lonzo.
I've heard
here.
that. I've heard that
I would
rumor
love
going
that
around.
for sure.
He's a
I
good
wouldn't
player
mind
for
that at all.
sure.
He's
Yeah.
got some good defense. He's shooting the
Well,
three better now.
And I felt
Lonzo, I
bad.
know you're watching.
Dude, Lonzo.
Come to Denver.
Top fan.
It's way better than you think it is
Yeah,
in Denver.
I got
Better than
some
New
my
Orleans.
grandma's tamales. You know what I'm saying?
Bring
Ian,
Zion
Ian
with
tried
you.
them. Are
Not
they good or
only-
are they good or what?
Oh, yeah,
Lonzo.
they are,
I got some for you. I got a dozen for you right now. Come on.
That was wild. I was
Poor
like, oh, my.
Lonzo.
But,
He
you know,
always looked
I
like he was
wouldn't-
getting dragged along.
I wouldn't be upset because not only is Big Baller Brand still a thing, they got a hot sauce.
What?
Stay in your lane hot
I was
sauce.
wondering what he was doing over here. Oh my
Stay in
god.
your lane hot sauce.
Has it been on Hot Ones yet?
No, it's now if
Soon
they
it
got
will be.
Dude.
now if Sean Evans is really scraping the bottom of the barrel,
Yeah,
and
he's
just
like, all right, now we got our new season sauce, "Stay in Your Lane" by Big Baller Brand.
Baller
Bro, what if it's good though? What if it's like?
I don't. That's the
What if
thing.
it's like?
That'd be
super
Now I want to
fire?
look at the clothes.
Right.
What if they bring Lonzo on for Hot Ones and his dad's like, here, push the hot sauce. He's like,
standing behind
They
him.
Oh, sorry, I gotta
they bring
use
him
my
the
own.
wings. He's like, nah, you know what? I got my own bottle.
He's like the last dab. He's like, no, I'm gonna use my sauce.
Yeah.
Like it's not as hot.
Just all of them. He's just like, nah, yeah, that's
cheating.
cool.
he's like, Dad, just let me do the show.
Dad, it's not about you. Talk about the brand. Talk about the brand. Oh, and the shirts are kind of weak.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, it's all
same
that
as they've
logo.
always
They're
been.
just
Yeah.
It's
Shirts
super
with
weak.
3 Bs.
DBB.
I mean, yeah.
One that says, "I told you so." Whatever
What?
that means.
I guess because he got all three of his sons in the NBA, technically.
Yeah.
Leangelo?
Leangelo played for like the Pistons for like a week or something.
Yeah.
He had like
Hey.
a 10-day contract.
It's more than I played.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
shit, good for him.
that's true. I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying that's
Yeah, no. All right.
that's why it counts or whatever. So,
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I just,
Yeah, LeVar will never forget about it.
he's been in the WWE.
That is true.
dude, he did.
He wrestled.
Was. Him and LaMelo was there. And I think Leangelo.
See, I don't know anything
I mean,
about that.
Gronk too. Freaking President Donald Trump was.
Oh
like,
yeah,
God damn.
I was watching that match when it happened because
Yeah.
I'm a big Bobby Lashley fan because he's from here, like he lives in Parker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And so I was all about it, you know. Face to MAGA.
Yeah.
They shaved McMahon's head. Looking back though, it's like the weirdest event that's happened in American
Oh
history.
yeah, the Battle of the Billionaires, and then one of those dudes became fucking president.
Yeah,
like that still
insane.
boggles my mind. And honestly, you think about his entire like race strategy, it was pretty like WWE kind of shit talking.
Oh yeah,
the whole
yeah,
time.
absolutely,
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
the about like cheesy low blows that he was taking, all
Yeah.
that. It's like this is totally like he's cutting promos
Yeah.
every time he gets behind
Yeah,
the
he was
podium.
always
dude.
cutting a fucking promo.
He was
That's
like
what I
Scott
always thought.
Steiner with the promo
Yeah,
though, where you were
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh no, where's this going?"
Where's this going? Where are you taking us?
You're like, "Stay on script, Scott."
Best
Come on, Don.
marketing ever. I mean, that's what proves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we went that route, man. Absolutely, because it just we were like, how can a show just not be a show?
Right.
You know, because like, right, you can get your 10 friends or whatever to the show by being like, hey, I'm at this or
doing
whatever,
something,
but we're
yeah.
trying to make it like an event,
Right.
you know, and we got mad talent on it, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
cool. So
for sure.
when we go out and do this like little wrestling promo thing, you have that confidence behind it. Where you can be like, okay, if I promote it this way and these people show up, at least like they'll get there and be like, this is worth $10.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. Well, and
Yeah,
two,
you back
like,
it up.
Yeah.
what would a typical show promo be? You know, like I'm sure there's pretty cut and paste way that most people do it, you know, all this different stuff. And it's probably like one of their songs and like slow-mo shit, you
Yeah.
know, whatever, like a music video almost. People are going to see you guys doing it. It's going to be almost not, I don't know how much music you're going to put into it, but like the point is you guys. And then they're like, we love these guys. Oh shit, their
Like,
music
oh shit,
slaps,
what's going
too.
on
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I'm a fan of them and I love their music. Not, I love their music and they're all right, we'll go to it, right? Because if they love you, they'll always listen to what you've got. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
that is
the
true.
key.
Selling your personality, baby.
That's the thing with like one-hit wonders is like, I mean, yeah, great. You put together 3 minutes of good melody and some interesting lyrics, but like, what did you do after that? Were you the artist or did something just kind of come through you? You know what I mean? Yeah. But
and I think like promotion in itself is like kind of cringy and super corny, you know, especially like that, like self-promotion, like shamelessly self-promotion. So if you tag that with like another cringy thing that's like WWF 1980s style like promotion, then it kind of becomes like, well, at least it's fun. You know,
it's self-aware behind it. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
because I mean, we had to promote that Dad's album stuff, and I just felt like, oh, this is cringe. But
right.
You gotta do it, otherwise no one's gonna know about it.
Yeah,
you know?
I hate promoting
it's
myself.
the fucking
as
annoying
much as anything in the
catch-22.
world.
that shit is hilarious.
That
shit is too funny. That is wild. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys are too funny. I remember I was like working and I got to the gas station scene and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to pause work for a second. It'll take a little while because I was like, what? I had to like rewind it. I was like, I'm sorry, what happened?
Well, and part of it too, because we improvised the whole thing. So like several moments where like obviously we're
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good for
That's
y'all.
crazy.
Gary
Yeah.
came in with the story and like the scenes and was like, okay, this is kind of where we need to go with it, and then we just pressed record,
Fired up
and we
the
started
mics and went.
talking.
Oh, that is too funny.
Yeah, and I mean, it's
That's very impressive.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
Gary
good
added
for
in
you.
all the sound effects and shit in post, and I mean, it came out pretty good.
The
that was
post
great.
is insane too, because like that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, Gary,
it took us a
how
while.
long
Or
did you put
took him
into
a
this?
while to edit it because it was all on him. But
Yeah.
after
a
we
whole
recorded
album.
it, it was like, you know, okay, well, we're expecting this July or June deadline because we're going to release it on Father's Day.
Yeah.
And like he was going like right up to the edge of it, just like, editing wise, and I'm like, man, you put in a lot of work.
It gets scary for sure.
It's never
We were just the
finished, it
talent. We
has to
just
be
showed
done.
up and yelled a lot.
Dude, that's me. That's what I do. I just show up and I yell, and then I let someone else do it. I'm like,
What I'm saying,
make this sound good.
if I can pay my bills doing that, I'm gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
100% for sure.
But it was funny because like to that scene exactly, like we definitely we talk over each other a lot because we're improvising and all of us are just kind of like, let's go. And I think it gives it a little bit more realism and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But I remember I was talking to somebody about that scene in particular, and it's like me and 3 other friends. And one of my other friends, she was talking to somebody else while we're having this conversation. I'm like, yeah, no, the album's great. It's one scene though. I mean, we were talking over each other so much. It is a problem. And she just,
Multiple listen throughs.
she turns and she goes, what the fuck did you just say? And I was like, she thought I was talking to her. I was going, we're all talking over each other so much. It's a problem. She was like, are we really going to do this right now? I was like, no.
Wow, Jack.
Dude,
I
I
offended her
wanted
deeply.
to incorporate a little comedy into my album too, a little bit. So there's like, it's so stupid, but it's like it's a little comedic relief.
Like little skits and stuff.
Well, it's like the beginning of one song.
Okay.
Because there's a beat that has like this ambience on it, it has like a girl laughing, and I won't give it away, but like I was like, you know, I want to make this funny, you know, because there's just like some random girl laughing in the background, like that's,
I knew nothing about this.
oh yeah. So there's a little.
We're getting the scoop on DMT.
Little DMT breaking news. No, that's the thing that I was going to say too with the wrestling promos, and this is, I think, one of the reasons we've gravitated towards comedy so much is if you're trying to do something funny and you're like really trying to make it funny, not just get likes, not just get people to, you know, subscribe to your page, like you're trying to be funny, and then by consequence you get some people, whatever. I mean, that always comes through to people in such a way because absurd is absurd. Like if you set the boundaries as limitless, you can do whatever you want. You know?
Yeah,
For sure.
And to that extent, like when I hear a rap album and I hear, you know, Anthony Jeselnik pop on or Hannibal Buress or something like that, and I just didn't see it coming at all, and I'm just like, Oh shit. Okay.
I remember.
My
Great
favorite
skits.
one is on My Beautiful Dark Twisted
just gonna
Fantasy
say,
with
Chris
Chris
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
I listened to that and
So
I'm like,
good.
for the first time when I was listening to it, I'm like, is this fucking Chris Rock right now?
Fucking Chris Rock.
Out of nowhere in Blame Game.
with
Easy
fucking
taught me.
with fucking Amber Rose. Or, is it really? I think it is Amber Rose.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. That
Or
kinda
maybe
makes
not.
sense.
I don't know.
That makes sense.
And
And the
Who
Jimmy
reupholstered
Choo's
this pussy? Yeezy reupholstered my pussy.
He's like, I'm gonna have to thank him.
That's a new. That's a new. I've never been in parts in Pussy Town before. Here, what the fuck is going on? That shit is so.
And
funny.
the Jimmy Choo's.
So good.
Oh man.
Funny. But I love that shit.
it's the best. It's the best. It just makes-
Because it wasn't. No one was expecting that
No.
for the whole album. Then it's just like Chris Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
Some
for
funny
how
ass
serious that song was going the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
time.
Yeah, and how serious Kanye takes himself.
Yes.
Like
That
I am
too.
shocked that made
too.
it on.
Yeah, for sure.
And thank God it did.
Yeah.
Thank God it did.
That's a really
That was
fun
great
part of that
moment,
album.
And yeah, that just tied it all together.
For
that
sure.
whole
Yeah.
album.
yeah.
Yeah.
Think how
And
much
now
we-
he's doing songs about Chick-fil-A and shit.
Yeah. We'll see when Donda comes
Who even
out.
knows what
Yeah,
the fuck
whatever
he's
the
doing
fuck is
songs
gonna
about
happen.
anymore?
Yeah.
Because
Scoop.
Yeah.
nobody's heard of him.
Oh man.
All-time classic.
Oh yeah, no, he's a genius of a generation, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Voice
just
of a generation.
boggles me to realize how old he is, because it's like
Oh,
he
yeah.
hasn't aged at all. He's like mid 40s, you know.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
killing.
He's pushing 50.
I think he's like
Yeah.
up towards 50, you know. And I'm like,
Kanye West 2024.
Kanye.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's gonna be president.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what? I voted for him.
It's happening, dude. He's on
voted
the
for
ballot.
him.
I mean, it's a historic
I
ballot.
voted for him 2020. No shame.
Yeah.
The Rock versus Kanye West for
Dude.
2024.
Let's go.
Why not? Why not?
Jeez.
It's all just a fucking joke anyway.
And have Joe Rogan to be the moderator.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Like, just say fuck it at this
Oprah and
point.
Tom Hanks are the VPs.
Oh wow.
Now
That
that's a
sounds
tough card.
incredible.
That's a tough ticket.
We can change the world.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I think somehow that would, doesn't matter who wins, I think it would work.
Yeah.
I think they'd be like, they'd figure it out.
They'd figure it out.
Be like,
Probably
you know
be
what?
better than it's been the past 100 years at least.
I feel like it would. I feel like it would. I feel like it would. They'd be
Yeah.
like, you know what?
We're changing after.
Let's make some stuff better around here.
Do something.
We actually like the American people.
Wait, when you get elected, you have a job?
We have socialized Spotify or something like that. That'd be dope.
Man.
The priorities.
Yes, yes. Entertainment always first. Always.
Everyone gets free Netflix, free whatever my movie's on.
It's subsidized. Everything's fine. Everything's
Every-
taken care of. You're going to have to figure out food, though.
Every movie The Rock makes ends with him changing like an amendment or a bill. Or something.
This is my executive order, but you have to see the movie to find out what it is.
It's like after the credits, like a Marvel thing.
Post-credit.
Change something, but
Like
you're
that
gonna have
movie
to
was
wait and
banging,
see.
but what's
Dude, that was such a good movie, but so what's up with that one amendment that he
He's like,
passed? where
I
he
don't
said
think we can
that-
park on Tuesdays now downtown because The Rock.
Jungle Cruise ends with a 15-minute monologue about gun rights. That's
Like, oh, that's not a direction I've seen this going.
Whoa.
Isn't there just a leopard talking to The Rock there? Why are we talking about bump stocks?
Little
He
President
could do
Rock.
it. Yeah, he'd be
Well,
great.
I mean, I watched just like one episode of that Young Rock show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the whole premise is Randall Park is interviewing him because he's just won the presidency in like 2030. So
Oh,
no
I didn't know
way.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it.
it's
now.
Oh, I wonder
but
if he
it's like
will
him
run.
in between, and then he sets up the stories, then it cuts to flashbacks, but it's him saying all that in between. It's like
Yeah.
he's just one president.
Interesting.
So it's like actual Rock as president when he's getting interviewed. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny to the LeBron James point, especially with Space Jam, because
Yeah.
I'm sure you would agree, even in the first half. I mean, that is one, relentless promotion of Warner Bros. Of course,
Dude, yeah,
Just-
so much one. Like,
so
they didn't have no other
Shameless.
characters.
It was
Yeah.
just
in the
Warner
line.
Brothers.
It was like,
movie.
oh, let's get Batman and Superman on my team.
Harry
and,
Potter, all that.
Oh, what?
oh,
Yeah,
King
yeah,
Kong's in it.
King
yeah,
Kong and the mask.
So
and
this is
everything. I was
not just like a
what?
Looney Tunes situation. You said Rick and
it's
Morty got brought up
everything Rick and
earlier.
Morty.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner are in Mad Max.
Yeah,
Matrix.
yeah, they
That's-
are.
that's
yeah.
kinda
That was
funny.
the good, like
I
my
fuck with
favorite
that.
part.
Okay.
That was my favorite part.
That was the recruiting part.
was the best part
Was
of the
the best
movie.
part.
Yeah.
But it was also a shameless
Shameless.
LeBron James promotion as well. I mean, he had some self-deprecation, which I appreciated. But
The
for the
Toon
most part,
Squad uniforms were LeBron James brand.
they had his crown on
That's
it.
funny. They had the little king on it.
And
Oh,
to
that's
that
funny.
point, the promotion that LeBron James does drives me crazy. I'm like, calm down, dude. Okay, you can't do it without buying it. So like, relax.
Right.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson, I'm like, keep going, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's like-
Yeah,
it's
he knows
almost-
how to do it. He knows
Yeah.
how to do it right.
For sure.
It's like LeBron is a kid at school who like is the popular kid. They're just like, fuck yourself, dude. Calm down.
Right.
And The Rock is like the cool dad. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For
I
sure.
He's like The Rock to me is like the cool kid who like hangs out with the nerds and
He
stuff.
hangs out with
Yeah, yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
He
yeah.
hangs out with everybody.
Yep.
You know,
He just-
LeBron's
he-
just like the cool kid that's with all the
Captain
cool
of the
kids.
football team.
LeBron
also
talks
school
about it, The
president.
Rock, be about it.
Hey, there we go. That is true. That really,
That's really
I mean,
it.
that's, you break it down.
Like, I hate tequila, but I bought a bottle of Terramana tequila.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta do it.
I
The
had
Rock
to
got a
cop
buck
some
out of me.
Terramana.
I
I had
might
to.
have to. I might have to now.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, no, it is good.
I don't even like
Yeah.
tequila, and I'm
Okay.
like, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
I just hate how tequila just sneaks up and then bashes me over the back of the head with how drunk I am. I'm like, I can just keep going. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We do love ourselves some
Love
some tequila.
I just usually
Yes.
drink like Don Julio or like.
Fancy.
Nah, I mean not like. I just started from the top of like what I would drink, like special
Salsa.
occasions, and then like Espolón and.
I was gonna say because you just
Jose
drink whatever is
Cuervo shit.
available
Yeah,
in my
I
place.
mean, I drink whatever the
It's
fuck.
not Don Julio.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what it is.
Yeah.
But I've never like out of like those. I mean, unless it's whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, and price
me
point
personally.
comparison wise, Terramana is like Espolón level.
Yeah.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh, well then shit. I'll have to. Because
Especially
I
for
bought
being The
a.
Rock.
I bought some Casamigos the other day for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time.
Clooney.
Good old Clooney.
Really?
That wily son of a bitch making
he's still
tequila.
Wiley
there.
Silver Fox.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
I watched Ocean's 13 the other day and I was
Yeah.
like, this fucking guy. Fucking Clooney.
Dude, I
He's
watched.
so
I
suave.
watched the Eric Andre show the other day, and George Clooney's on there too.
Really?
Nah, not really.
Oh.
It's like a lookalike.
Because I mean, the first
Totally
episode he
believe
got
you.
Dolph Lundgren, so I'm like,
man.
stranger things have happened.
It's like
no.
1,000%.
No, it's like a look. It looks kind of like him, but it's just
Sure.
like some fucking
Actor, gotcha.
like 7 foot tall George Clooney looking
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That's funny.
It's weird, but it's truth. It's my truth, so don't judge me. No.
Okay.
My first reference of George Clooney, like I never saw a movie, I did nothing. I watched The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody,
Oh.
and I knew that his mom wanted to fuck George Clooney. Like she talked about it every episode. She had, like,
Was he
this-
in the show?
No, she was
I
like
don't
a
even
singer.
remember that.
She was like a singer at the hotel.
Yeah, she had,
they
like,
lived on
remember
top,
that.
She had the
short hair,
spiky
Yeah.
haircut.
and she would like have the pull-out couch, and she's like, "Oh, I wish George Clooney was on here with me." Or like she'd be sleeping, and like a dog would lick her face. She'd be like, "Oh, George," and I'm like, "Ooh, this Clooney guy. How do I become him?"
That's kind of an aggressive subliminal message to have her just gush for Clooney
Oh,
every
dude,
time.
all the time. Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know why. I can't believe I don't remember that.
I can't
That's
either.
crazy.
I do remember her being a singer.
remember her.
Right.
She was kind of rocking that
Yeah, she
haircut
was- yeah,
too.
no, she
Yeah,
looked- no, she didn't look bad. I was like,
before
you
its
know,
time.
2005 was
yeah.
a different time.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? She looking kind of good. I ain't gonna lie.
"Oh yeah, I'm sure George."
Oh,
would.
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty
If he
funny.
had known about that hotel in Boston, he might have gone out there.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe that's the prequel.
To the
Maybe
actual show.
maybe she had something going on with Clooney.
That's the spin-off.
Yeah.
Disney Channel original.
My first introduction to Clooney was the Batman movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
With the
Bat
nipples.
nipples.
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, is that bat nipples?
Bat nipples.
Yeah.
Which
And
honestly,
the bat card.
That was what I was gonna say. That made me roll my eyes so
honestly,
hard.
I kind of like that movie. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's goofy. I
It's
like
goofy.
That.
I'm not like, oh, it's a
That
good movie,
and,
but it's just goofy.
The Val Kilmer one.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
Joel
Yeah.
Schumacher took over, I watched Batman Forever not that long ago, and I was like, you know, if you take into account that Joel Schumacher's trying to make it goofy like the show, like the Adam West show, then it's actually pretty solid. It gets the job done. But when you're comparing it and it's in the same series as the Keaton Burton ones,
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's where it gets the problem. Yeah, exactly.
And then
Problematic.
they're also not as self-aware as 66, as
No,
Batman
exactly,
66.
yeah.
You know, because like it's still Clooney.
Yeah.
It's still Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's not.
The thing that I appreciate about those, I mean, Jim Carrey's the Riddler, Tommy Lee Jones,
Yeah.
Two-Face,
Yeah.
fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr.
Yeah.
Freeze,
Yeah.
Uma
I
Thurman
love
as
him as
Poison
Mr.
Ivy.
Freeze.
I do too.
I mean,
Uma Thurman is
Poison Ivy?
Poison
Yeah.
Ivy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that
100%.
movie in a while. so.
Right? That's
What
right.
killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Ice puns on ice puns the whole movie.
so good. And that's Batman 66. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
very Batman
Well,
66.
I remember because I think the first live action Batman movie I saw was the Adam West one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
And
the
it's
Batman
one of
and
the
Robin.
funniest gags at the beginning is like he's on the bat helicopter hanging by the
Love it.
ladder and he gets dipped into the water and then comes back up with a shark chomped onto
Love
his
it.
leg. And he's like, Robin, I need the shark repellent. And he just grabs this aerosol can out of the cockpit that says shark repellent,
Yeah.
throws it down to him, and he sprays the shark.
so good. So good.
Like that's
Such
the
a good
goofy
gag. Yeah,
shit.
it's just
that I was like,
stupid, but it works.
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah. Like
Just
if you
works.
take it into that account and don't put it in the same file as like the Burton or the Nolan ones, then it's actually all right. It gets
Yeah.
the job done.
If you
yeah.
set the boundaries as limitless, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's the fun thing about Batman. Like you can do Lego Batman, you can do.
Yeah. I
liked Lego Batman a
Yeah,
lot.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like you can take it funny, you can take it wherever. I love characters like that. Like you can't really do that with Superman.
Yeah.
No.
And I love Superman, but
Right. Well,
big
this is-
DC
and-
Comics apologist.
work.
you know?
Yeah.
I think the closest I can think of is like Spider-Man, because Spider-Verse had all those goof, like Spider-Ham
Yeah.
and all
God,
that
how
shit.
good was that?
So good.
That movie was insane.
I think that's a top 3 superhero movie all
Ever.
I
time.
agree.
Yeah.
Any
It's so
universe,
good.
anywhere.
It,
Yeah.
earned that Oscar.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Oh,
it
for
beat out
sure.
Pixar, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Which nobody beats out
I
Pixar.
know. Pixar usually
Animated.
is just like,
Yeah.
all right, getting another trophy.
They start warming up in the sea.
my favorite like little tidbit about that movie is how they say at the beginning when Miles is learning to be Spider-Man, he's running in like 24 frames per second
Yeah.
or something.
Yes.
And then later on, once he's like actually, you know, good at being Spider-Man, then he's like 48
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
yeah.
however many frames
Like
per
they
second.
I
had
no
that.
idea.
Yeah, and it
That
looks
is
like more,
wild.
like at the beginning he looks all like, you know,
Yeah.
it's all like
It's funny enough. I just
clunky or whatever, clunky.
Yeah, it goes from
Yeah.
like a comic to like a movie.
Yeah,
The way
exactly.
it
Yeah, I
flows.
love
Yeah.
that. I was like,
I,
yo, that's crazy.
I just beat the Miles Morales game.
Oh.
And
Oh, nice.
You can unlock the Spider-Verse suit, and it gives you this ability. It's called Vibe the Verse. And when you activate it, it starts animating you like that. So when you get into fights and stuff, it's smoother. But when you're swinging around, it does that like,
That's
you know,
dope.
skipping frames and shit.
Oh,
It's
that's
so cool.
fire. God,
is
that,
so cool.
that game, I played the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't play the Miles Morales one because I don't
It's
have the
just
system
as
anymore.
good.
But oh
It's
my
just as
god,
good.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, I want to
Incredible.
play it. I've been waiting because I want to get a fucking PS5. But I'm like, I'm never gonna get a fucking PS5.
Yeah.
I'm more likely to get a
That's
PS6.
kind
at
of what
this
I
point.
did, and then
Right.
I was just like, I
Yeah.
need a new single player game. Fucking
Yeah,
Miles Morales.
I think I was thinking
It
about
was
buying
so
that
good.
one too because I loved the first
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man game.
and
So good.
like the story's just as powerful. I
Yeah.
felt like
Yeah.
it was really good. It just felt a little short, a little bit short to
Yeah.
me. Like it could have been an expansion, but I liked that it was its own thing.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it
What do
wasn't
you-
Spider-Man 2 or anything like that.
What do you guys think about this new Spider like live action Spider-Verse movie?
Oh, it's gonna
excited
be
for that.
fucking bonkers, especially after everything Loki set up.
Dude, I know. Crazy.
Yeah.
Gonna get
Do
crazy.
you know about
God
this?
damn
Ian?
it.
Do you know about this, Ian?
I don't know anything about this, and now I have to watch Loki.
Without giving
I
too
don't
much
care about
away.
Loki at all. Like he's
Oh,
one
I
of my
don't know.
most hated
I don't
characters
either,
in
but, like,
Marvel
the
Universe.
show-
Dude, when they announced the Loki show, I couldn't have been less
Dude,
fucking
me
thrilled.
fucking
too.
I hated Loki.
Me
I
fucking
hated
so
the
annoying.
fan hype behind Loki. I'm like, why do they keep bringing back Loki?
Yeah.
Just let him
Fucking
die.
too.
And then I watched this show. I'm like, this is like one of the best things Marvel's ever done.
Really?
Honestly,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
I've been
I need a
eating
new
crow.
show.
that.
I
It's
need a
really
new
like
show.
that.
You
Like,
caught
I
me at the
didn't
right
give
time.
I didn't give a shit about Loki.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. But then I was like, I'll watch the show, and it was
Sure.
it was really good.
It's setting up
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
But in the new Spider-Man,
The multiverse is open
Tobey
for
Maguire
business.
and Andrew Garfield are coming back, supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, I did
But-
know about this.
and-
But
Yeah.
Jamie
And-
Foxx and Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, they're definitely coming back.
definitely.
Whoa.
And they're
They're
saying
confirmed.
Jamie Foxx as Electro.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're saying what's his name?
And-
Willem Dafoe's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goblin
that'd be
might come
great.
back.
What?
I won't say
I love
how,
Willem Dafoe.
but
I
they
love him
are
too.
definitely those characters from those movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I will now watch Loki.
Dude, Loki's
You've
good.
done it.
It's a quick 6 episodes.
And
You're
you're-
ready
and
to
you're-
binge
Oh, it's
it.
6
Yeah,
episodes?
Yeah,
quick
you're
binge.
lucky. You're lucky because you could just
Owen
binge watch the whole
Wilson's
thing.
in it.
Yeah,
Instead of being
that's
like in
easy.
agony like we've been on the review show where it's just like, where's it going to go?
I was like, fuck.
Man.
Jeez.
Oh, that's
And
too
I-
funny.
I mean, WandaVision was great. Falcon and Winter Soldier was
Yeah.
great. Loki was just like another level.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki felt like one of the movies. you
Yeah,
know?
you know, and like I said, I couldn't have been less thrilled when it was announced. I'm like,
Dude.
God.
That was the one I was least excited
Yeah,
about
that
out of
one,
all
I
of
was
these
like,
shows, and I haven't watched
whatever.
any of them because I
Yeah.
watched all the Netflix Marvel shows up until Defenders, I
Right.
think, and I was like, all right, I just put all this time in, but it's like it's very like formulaic at
Yeah.
a certain
Yeah.
point,
In certain
and I like
episodes, it was
Daredevil
just like,
and whatever.
what are we doing
Daredevil
here?
was
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
but they just kind of like lost it at a
Oh,
certain
the
point.
one that
Yeah.
killed me was Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
the first half of the first season of Luke Cage with Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
And then once they killed him off, I don't know what it was. It just
Yeah.
lost me.
Yeah,
Iron
for
Fist,
sure.
Iron Fist was like not Iron Fist.
I didn't even
all.
bother
I was
with
like,
Iron
what the
Fist.
fuck?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did not watch.
Yeah, I
Iron
watched
Fist.
like one or two episodes, and I was like, I can't.
I'm
do it.
good.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Punisher was
Pass.
fun,
Yeah.
whatever.
Defenders
But-
was all right.
But see, like those shows weren't like actual Marvel shows. They were
Right.
produced by
Right.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Right.
To which
Yes.
these,
And-
it's all
they were like kind of
The shit
throwing
you're
little
used to.
hints and stuff that was part of the MCU, but not quite. It's like, yeah, the
Right.
big green guy or the guy with the shield. That's like
Yeah.
a
Right.
vague level. It's like, say Captain America. bitch. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, no, and these
And
episodes
I
are like,
liked-
yeah, Thor and Spider Man
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, like Hulk
Nice.
is. Hulk and Thor. They're in the beginning of Loki. 'Cause
God.
it's-
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like they're still technically in the show. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nice.
oh, shit.
I mean, all of them are.
Yeah, yeah.
Technically.
The number of references they make, all that. Yeah.
How
But-
was Captain America in
Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, that one.
It was really good.
Phenomenal.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
felt like the Captain America movies, like
Yes.
Winter Soldier.
yeah,
Cool.
it's
Cool.
funny because like each show feels like the movies from that specific like Captain America felt like
Yeah.
like
Okay.
it felt like an actual Captain America movie.
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like WandaVision was like something completely
That's got its
different.
own
Yeah,
vibe.
but
You know
you
what I'm saying?
kind of get Doctor
Yeah.
Strange vibes.
But yeah, Doctor Strange for
Nice.
sure.
because that's what he's going to be dealing with.
yeah,
in the next
yeah.
movie.
And then Loki
Okay.
was just like
it kind of felt
like kind of Thor,
Yeah,
yeah, like Thor,
You
but
got
like
to see plenty of Asgard.
better, you know, yeah,
more
yeah.
than one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because like when these movies started, they were basing them off of comics that have existed for the entire history of Marvel, right? Like the 70s, 80s or whatever. But like Falcon having like the shield,
Yes.
Yeah.
I have that comic. Like I have that first comic of when he jumped into being
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah, that came out in like
a lot of
15,
a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff they're doing now is like more recent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
like
know what I'm
WandaVision is based off of Tom King's Vision comic, which is like which is great. So I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I haven't
bring it all
watched them.
together.
I think it's like that. I think it's that like
get that
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
like, dude,
for
this is
sure.
But
so
it's just
much.
like
Yeah.
5-6 episodes of whack.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Right.
I did
It's
not know
like
that.
a
I
long
thought
ass season.
I thought it was like
Netflix
22 or something
No.
stupid. You know, I was like,
That
what
would,
am I
that
getting
would I can
into?
understand be unreasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just like 6 40-minute
I
episodes.
had
Oh,
someone
okay.
recently be like, dude, you gotta get into Prison Break. And I'm like, okay, how many episodes is it? Like 130. I'm like, okay, get the fuck out of here.
I don't
It's like
watch many shows
weeks.
because of that reason.
No.
I'm like, I don't have the time for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
No.
These ones being just like, 45 minutes, 6 episodes, dude. Yeah, you can knock them out.
Yeah,
They're a
I'm
good
into
time.
that. I'm
Yeah.
into that.
And they're all just tonally different,
Well, and it's cool because you've got Wanda, Vision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki. Okay, these are 5 characters who probably haven't had more than an hour and a half of
Yeah,
total
and
screen
That
time.
is
it's
true.
funny because like
That
I
is
think
true.
it's 6
I
hours.
didn't. I liked these characters before, but I wasn't like really big fans of them.
Right.
And these shows made me like, I love Wanda
Wanda's
now.
my new favorite.
Dude, me too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love
Me
Wanda.
too, and I love
Okay.
Elizabeth Olsen now. I'm like, God, she's so fun. And it's funny, and it's funny
That is
because I
damn
used to,
true.
like, my
You
first,
two gonna
my
have to
first-
fight.
I know.
My first crush when I was little was Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. Now I'm
Of
like, oh,
course.
now my crush is Elizabeth
Figured
Olsen.
it out, man.
It all makes sense.
See, I didn't know she was around back then. But now I'm like, oh,
She did though. She was like, "Wait, you wait till this MCU thing."
The real talent has arrived.
That's right.
Got that
America.
these shows made me fans of all those characters that I didn't really care about too much before.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was
what I'm
like
saying?
just so surprised with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're getting Hawkeye and Ms. Marvel by the end of this year as series. And then, now we have Shang-Chi next month.
Eternals.
Is that next month already?
Yeah,
my
it's
gosh.
August.
Oh shit!
It's
And then we
crazy.
got the What If series.
Yeah,
just
What If
animated.
next month.
Factory.
Dude, they went like what 2 years without.
Yeah,
out shit.
and they usually
Yeah,
just did
that
like
is
2
true.
movies
2
a
to
year.
3,
And that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah. They're like, oh, we got to catch up. Here's all this shit.
Boom.
Here's
Drop it
8
all.
things this year.
We're okay. The second last half of 2021. Sure, you got Falcon and Winter Soldier in March, WandaVision in January, but this last half, all Marvel, all the time.
Eternals, Spider-Man,
Take it, man.
all that shit.
Good
And
God.
then, we're coming out the gate next year. Fucking March, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
May, Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait. For
Have you seen fucking Chris Hemsworth's arms?
dude?
They're
Crazy.
like-
Have you seen Natalie
out of this
Portman's
world.
arms?
No.
Yeah.
She looks crazy.
Dude,
yo.
his arms are like this fucking wide.
Yeah.
What?
No fucking joke.
It's
Didn't he like slim down not long ago too?
Yeah, no, he lost a ton of weight. I remember he lost
Yeah.
like a ton of weight for like some sailor role.
Oh yeah,
Then he did
in the heart of the
Ragnarok.
sea. They're like the story that Moby Dick was kind of based
Yeah.
on, but not really. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we watching?
Yeah, what the
And
fuck?
this is what you slim down for?
Then he comes back, he does Ragnarok. Then he does this whole like fitness app, loses a shit ton of weight,
Oh,
yada
yeah,
yada.
I remember that.
And now he's bigger than maybe
Dude.
the Rock
Look at
has
his
a lot of weight.
fucking
Oh my
arm.
God, that can't be
I
real.
was. That's what I
yeah.
thought. I was like, is that
Dude, look at his forearms.
Yeah.
Thor.
Dude,
That's
Jesus
Thor.
Popeye
Christ.
forearms.
I mean, once he stopped being fat Thor, he had to get it over.
I missed
This
that,
was
Thor.
bulking. He was just bulking.
He was just gaining mass.
Cultivating that.
His arc from Ragnarok through Endgame is just like it's probably my favorite thing.
Dude.
of all
Yeah,
time.
it is
Yeah.
really great.
It's
Okay,
So
top 3 Marvel movies. What you got?
Yeah, because I
Stephen A. Smith just made his top 5, and I thought it was trash.
Yeah, he didn't pick Civil
Really?
War. Yeah, I did. What was it?
God, I
Yeah.
commented.
I saw it. I liked the comment.
What?
He picked
What did he
5
pick?
was Avengers, 4 was Endgame, 3 was Black Widow, which makes me feel like Disney was like, you gotta throw Black Widow in there.
Yeah,
Since
You want to
ESPN,
keep you on
yeah.
ESPN, dog?
I didn't think about that.
yeah, that's what I saw. It was number 3, and I was like, it's not a bad movie, but
Yeah, it's not top
convenient.
5,
Yeah, no,
you know
no,
what I
no.
mean?
How does it beat out Infinity
Natalie
War,
Portman's
Civil War,
jacked.
all
No
these?
way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Then
what the fuck?
Yoke
'Cause-
Portman.
Yeah, because she's shaping up to be Thor.
Yeah.
Like they're doing the.
Oh, yeah.
Jason
I had
Aaron
only
role.
seen that
Okay, yeah.
picture of him with I think Taika Waititi, right?
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen that one.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
crazy.
saw
my
that one a
gosh.
while ago.
That's
But
wild.
you
That
know,
is fun.
They're doing the Jason Aaron like God Butcher and that Thor.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about it's like
Again, 2015 comics.
yeah, right. Again, bringing it all back in, and like the first 10 years of this has been about the Avengers,
Yeah,
right?
the
It was
legacies.
always to get to the Avengers 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever.
Right.
Now I feel like their idea is like, let's just make Marvel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
team ups if they're cool, like if it works, but like. If you look through the you're like, this is again limitless boundaries. Let's use this. Let's go. And I mean, by the end of Loki, limitless.
So yeah, it sounds like they're running it like the comics have been for
Exactly.
years and
Yeah.
years. That's well,
It's
that's what
almost
we
like-
always hoped it would get to.
Exactly.
right?
They like reversed engineered it where the comics were like a bunch of characters. Ooh, what if we put them together? The Avengers, and the Avengers was like its own big thing, yada,
Right.
yada. And they were like, that would translate really well to movies. And it translated so well that they were like, okay, so now we can just do what Marvel was supposed to be in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Which,
sure.
I love it.
I love it.
That is
too.
cool.
Yeah.
So many opportunities.
Oh,
Said
man.
top 3, right? Oh, and then
Top
2,
5.
Winter Soldier and
Oh,
Black
top
Panther
3.
were the
Top
top,
3?
2.
Top
For
three.
sure.
Three, okay.
Top 3. Top 5 is too much.
25 movies. Wow.
Yeah, that's tough. I should have prepared.
I should have sent over notes.
I know, right? Yeah, let's see. So that we can each think about, we'll do 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. Yeah.
Oh, I like
Go
that.
around
Okay.
that.
All right.
So 3, I'll put. I just have to make a decision. Black Panther.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Civil War.
Okay.
That's good. Spider-Man Homecoming.
The first one.
Yeah.
Well, Mikey Keats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey.
That one felt. That one. I have a Spider-Man tattoo. So
Hell yeah.
It was
that
the
felt
most.
good.
It was like a high school movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one felt good.
So we're going backwards.
Yeah. Number 3.
Okay, number 3. Fuck, man.
I know, right?
I'm gonna say, man. I'm gonna say Iron Man.
Ooh,
The
nice.
first one.
The first
The
one.
one that started it all.
Yeah.
I like
yeah. 2, I'll go Civil War.
Okay.
Copy you there.
I'm going Ragnarok.
I'm gonna go Ragnarok as well. It's just so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
We've talked about this. I'm like, because I just ripped through it because we've come up with our own system for, well, mostly he did, of like the list of how the order you should watch all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
And so I ripped through it based on those recommendations, and I was like, okay, so Thor: The Dark World is probably the least watchable movie.
That's like
Yeah.
the
of
worst.
their
skipped it.
entire-
Yeah,
Haven't watched it.
Yeah, I've never watched it
Yeah.
either. I was just like,
it's
nope.
it's like
Not gonna
it's a
watch it.
hard one to sit through. And then
great to fall
Ragnarok is
asleep
probably the most watchable, the one you
It
can
is.
just pop on.
Yeah,
anytime.
You
yeah.
know, it's pretty funny.
Every
'cause
time
they're
it's
both
on
Thor
TV, I'm
movies.
like, oh, I'll watch that right now.
Goldblum.
I'll watch
Oh,
through the Hulk and Thor fight at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
before you go and do other shit.
Yeah, right. And still be watching it.
Fuck, man. 2. I'm gonna put the first Avengers
Nice.
movie.
Oh
Nice.
man, you have
First
some
one.
nostalgia.
Yeah. Hey,
I love
started
that.
it all.
I
yeah.
love
yeah,
that.
I know.
I feel like, yeah, that's yeah.
I do. I mean,
recognize
like,
it.
I'm at an age. We're all at an age where these movies were so defining.
Yeah.
At least growing up.
Phase 1 for sure.
I remember what it was like to see Iron Man and who I was and like
Yeah.
what it was like to see the Avengers and like oh my
Midnight
god.
premieres.
Yeah.
Every
Every
time.
single
Oh, yeah.
one. Yep, 100%.
Now they're at
It
like
was
7.
informed
6
by-
the day before.
Like that's kind of what's informing my number 1.
Yeah.
but that's when it comes back around.
Right. And that's the thing. So for my number 1, listen, I almost like removed
Actually,
the
you know what?
Avengers
I want
movie.
to change my number 2.
Please.
I'm gonna make an Infinity War.
Ooh, nice.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
See,
Because I was thinking about it, I was like, I can't leave it
That
out.
was gonna be my
It's
2.
so good.
And I honestly kind of like Infinity War more than Endgame.
Yeah.
I do too.
Because
Me
it's
too.
everybody.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Thanos is so great.
Yeah.
Well, and the
He's
middle
incredible.
section where they're going back in time slows the movie down.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, for sure.
It's again, it's that one is for the fans through and through, and
Yeah.
like all those 6, send them out right.
Yeah.
A lot of fan service.
Yeah.
That one is again. That one was going to be my number 2, but I'm like, the Avengers ones are so tricky because like I would put all 4 of them.
Sure.
I love those.
I was just thinking about. I was like, I can't leave that one out. And it's not
Exactly.
number 1 because I know what number 1 is. So I was like, I have to throw that one in.
Gotta save it. I am okay. So my number 1, Ragnarok for sure. I mean
Yeah.
that movie like redefined how I viewed everything a little bit. Yeah.
Well, you were like a Captain America stan until that, and now it's like, dude, I was Thor first. You're not a bigger fan. He's like, dude, I can look like Thor if I get my hair cut just right.
damn.
Like, dude,
You're like,
fuck
you son
you.
of a bitch.
I've been here since 2011, motherfucker. Thor's been my favorite since day one.
I sat through Thor 2.
I was gonna say, I've
seen it in theaters.
Multiple times.
Oh man, no, I mean it's perfect. I think it's like a great story, a great arc. Like it starts Thor on this path that I just
Yeah.
love where
Pacing
he
is
goes.
It really
amazing.
so
saved him.
funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he
Hemsworth would've
he was
quit for
awful.
sure.
Yeah, and he said that, right?
He
Yeah.
said after the Dark World, he was like so miserable with the character, and Ultron too. They kind of made him a dummy in that movie.
Yeah.
And again,
I mean,
he's
you know,
barely in
come
it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
up until the last 2 Avengers, Thor's like not really an Avenger other than
Right.
the end fights. You know?
just-
Yeah.
He only showed up because of Loki.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh, well, I gotta come see what's up with my brothers.
Yeah. Fuck
Oh,
this
y'all are
guy.
here too? Oh, okay. What's up?
You guys want to hang out again sometime?
Yeah.
Maybe fight some robots.
What about you?
Yeah.
Number 1, I'm putting Infinity War. And
That's a good
I'm
choice.
saying it because, like, with like the premiere and everything. I did it with Endgame, but it wasn't quite as special. I bought like rows out and invited like 20 something, like a birthday party.
Yeah, that's dope.
And
awesome.
like everybody showed up, and
that was midnight, right? We saw that one at midnight.
yeah. And so with that one too, like I read, I started getting into the comics in like 2014, like freshman year of film school. And I read Infinity Gauntlet out the gate because I knew Thanos was coming after the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
And so I read that, and like right away, page 1, he snaps and half of the people are gone and they have to deal with it. And he fucks everybody up who comes to try and fight him. And I was just like, okay, now I'm kind of seeing how this is going to shape up. And I bought everybody tickets, and then I warned everybody. I'm like, this movie is not going to end happy. It's not. It's not. And then just like sitting in the theater, everybody's getting dusted and just.
Yeah, I think
It's Empire.
Well, like,
it's Empire Strikes Back.
Exactly.
like fans knew, like the real like comic fans
Oh,
knew,
yeah.
but like it was still a shock.
Oh, yeah,
because
like,
you didn't know
people-
who
yeah.
was gonna get it.
No, people
Dusted.
started like I ran out of the theater and I was waiting for everybody to come out, and then like people were just coming out. Fuck you, fuck that movie, man! I just had to watch Spider-Man die.
Well, and you didn't know if Disney would pull that.
Yeah,
I would
I mean,
say,
yeah,
you know,
oh,
even
yeah.
being
That's
like,
true.
I know it's not going to end happy, like, but I didn't know it was going to go there.
Yeah,
you know?
that
Got a little
level.
dusty.
We
Got
got-
a little dusty in
And
that
the
theater.
build up,
shit.
the Star-Lord fucking everything up.
Oh, my
Doctor
God.
Strange giving him the stone. Thor getting there, but should have gone for the head.
Yeah.
Oh, every one of those moments, you're just like, fuck, I think it's no.
yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, they kept you guessing until the very end. They were like,
did.
you're like, I don't know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they're almost like, you think you know what's going to happen? Yeah, it's going to happen.
I mean, it's gonna
How you
happen.
think.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
Yeah.
And people had just, I mean, think about how big Black Panther was.
Yeah.
Like 2-3
it's
months.
so funny.
Uh-huh.
Because I tweeted that right after Infinity War. It was like, yeah, back in February, everybody was like, Wakanda forever. And now in April, everyone's like, Wakanda for like, I guess a couple months. Because he's gone now.
He's fucking gone. And now he's really gone.
That was awesome that they picked Wakanda to do the fight though. There,
That was
Yeah,
cool.
no, yeah, that was cool.
super dope.
Infinity War Endgame. Whoever says they're not good, you haven't seen the other movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I
it's
made
wild.
my mom watch Ragnarok and Infinity War, and then took her to see Endgame. She's like, that fight at the end was pretty long. I'm like, you would have enjoyed it so much more if you did your homework, Mom.
Right.
Everybody got their moment.
It's like the only fight in Endgame too, which is for a Marvel movie. That's
It really
ballsy.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about
Like
that.
any of the other action was stuff that they were revisiting in the past.
Cap-
Yeah,
Cap
yeah,
fights
and they weren't-
himself.
yeah, well,
Other
yeah.
than that, yeah, I think that's about it.
I mean, and it wasn't really about that.
No, not at
So
all.
that's
yeah.
really why it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, man, like we talked about it in the review episode for Black Widow. It's like if that movie came out before Endgame, I probably would have felt way different about
Yeah.
it. Because it just had this dark cloud hanging over where it's like, we're watching this dead lady's movie. Like, we know what happens to
Yeah.
her. And it's just setting her sister up
Spoilers,
to be the next
dude.
one. Wait, you haven't seen Endgame, dude? Well, who the fuck did I slap when Mjolnir came in? Like when Cap caught Mjolnir,
Oh,
I
man.
slapped down and grabbed his leg so I'm like, dude, it's happening.
Dude.
No way!
That shit
really
is-
gonna do it?
That is wonderful.
Dude, I like Black Widow a lot, but I also love like Scarlett Johansson a lot. I have a poster of her in my room
Hey.
right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Not when I was younger.
No,
Like
that's
right
what's
now.
up.
Like, that's what's in there. That's what I look at every day when I wake up. I'm like, oh hey Scarlett,
I
what's
see
up?
this increased wall space.
Shit.
There's 3 or 4 ScarJos up here. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Hell yes.
But I liked. I was gonna say I like David Harbour as
Yeah,
Red
Red
Lexi.
Guardian was great.
Yeah.
Is that the guy from Stranger Things?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that dude's
I wasn't
blowing
sure if
up.
you confirmed that for me or not.
I don't know if you asked me.
Is that the guy from Stranger Things? Maybe.
Did you ask me?
I don't know. Ask me again later.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's number one for you?
So, yeah.
Number one for me, with a honorable mention to Infinity War for sure, would be Civil War.
Nice.
Civil War is just. It's the first
yeah.
Marvel comic that I ever loved. I know that it has really nothing to do with the comic.
Yeah.
But also like the premise. That's where I was like, oh, this is like gonna be big time. You know, after the Avengers, I was like, this is cool, but I was still like DC Comics, like a kind of a cynic about Marvel Comics, where I was like, DC ride or
Yeah.
die, you know, whatever.
Marvel's
but after
too
Civil
soft.
War, I was like, oh, okay. You know, like I'm back on.
Oh,
on
they
the
killed
Marvel.
Captain America? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was rolling up to that movie, was like, is Cap's probably going to die at this.
Yeah.
Well, and like he
They
said,
could do that.
I was a big Cap fan. You know, like back in high school, you're like, oh shit, you're Thor, I'm Cap, you're this,
Yeah, we
you're
make
that.
each other characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I got kind of assigned Cap at the time, which like in 2011, 2012, that's not like the best character.
No,
You're
he's-
not getting a
yeah.
first round pick. You know what I mean?
Right.
That being said, though, once Winter Soldier happened, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Captain.
that's a really good one.
And then when that happened and I got that, I was like, oh, he's going to die now. He's
Yeah.
going to die in the next 2 or 3 movies. And he didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean,
he's still-
that
he's
swerve. That
he's
swerve
still
was
alive,
nice.
I think,
He
right?
and
We don't
Tony have
Yeah.
like 2, and even if it is closed, he and Tony have 2 of the most like satisfying completed arcs. Yep, their
Yeah.
journeys cross.
Yeah, they start off in like one opposite end, they cross in the middle, and then they reach on the other side. So it's like Cap started off really, really like to his own end, selfless. And then by the end of it, he's like, you know what? I'm going to take this time and I'm going to be with Peggy. You know, Iron Man started like ridiculously selfish and he fucking sacrificed himself.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
crossing
It's
of the
crazy.
arms,
Yeah, that is
you know?
Laid down
He
on
goes
the
back
wire.
to that line in Avengers where he's like, what is this? Iron,
Oh,
or
you're
Iron
not the
Man
man to
says-
make the
Yeah, the
sacrifice play.
sacrifice play, and
Yeah.
then
Lay on the wire and let the other guy crawl over.
yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Cut the wire.
Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
that's
Or he
what.
And then
catches
he gets the
Mjolnir.
hammer.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was such a great
Super
payoff.
I know.
I love
Everything.
long-term storytelling.
I love how I saw that movie, I think 3 or 4 times in the theaters. I think it came out in May, so it probably ended in September. So the last time I saw it was like August, September. People were still standing and cheering in August, September
So
when he
dope.
caught that hammer.
Dude, yeah. Such a good scene.
I mean, audiences went crazy for that part.
fan.
Yeah.
The embarrassing
Oh, yeah.
was when we saw it the first time was when it gets to the the snap with I am Iron Man. He's like, I am Iron Man. And he snaps, and I just go, woo! Nobody else in the audience. And I'm like, oh, so I'm an
worst.
asshole now.
That's
I'm a
the
dick. Woo!
That's the worst.
I hit everybody with a Ric Flair, and nobody was having it. They were just like,
yeah, being that guy is
crying or
always
something.
the worst.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, I cried at the end a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
But I was like with people, so I like sucked it back in. I was
All
like,
right.
see, I was glad I saw Logan by myself so I could let it go.
yeah, no, and I wanted to, so I went and watched it again in the theaters. But like, I couldn't do it the second time. Last time.
No, that's the one movie that I know. It's like if I need to cry for an acting gig, I just got to pop in that last scene of Logan.
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
there.
Where she
That's a good one.
twists the
That's
thing.
such a good
Boom.
movie.
That is another arguably top 3 superhero movie.
Yeah.
That is such a
That's
good,
a good
movie.
one.
Yeah.
Such a good
What's
movie.
your number one?
What
movie?
about you?
I'm gonna agree with Stephen A. Smith. My favorite movie is Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah?
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter
Doubt.
Soldier. Just because,
That's a good
like,
choice.
Yeah,
me
that's
too.
what's
Like for a
best.
while, I was like super into DC more than like Marvel and the Avengers. But then I seen like Winter Soldier, and I was like, yo, this is a
So that's
pretty
the one that
dope
changed
movie.
it for
That's
you.
the one that changed it for
Yep.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, this is like. It's a dope movie overall. It has like all the storytelling. and-
Yeah.
That
The
felt like,
nuance to it, commentary about a real world.
it felt like the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time they
Certainly.
actually tried to make like a genre movie with superheroes.
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
spy thriller
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit was hard.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it was
they
like
did.
total political thriller, like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Bourne level kind of stakes,
And
and,
then they had George St. Pierre fighting. Captain America. I was like,
That
what?
was hard at the
Oh,
beginning.
That rock.
Yeah.
guess
I was
what?
like,
you get more George and Falcon and Winter Soldier, bud.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
really?
Yeah,
more
Oh,
George.
okay, I'm into it.
More GSP.
Well, it was
Yeah.
like it was the same kind of feeling Iron Man had, where at the time, and Iron Man kind of unfortunately came out the same time as The Dark Knight, which both
Yeah.
were very genre breaking
Yeah.
type
I
of
mean,
movies.
Dark Knight's still sitting comfortably at number 4 of top 250 movies of all time on
Exactly.
Yeah,
IMDb,
sure.
Yeah.
which I think is a little too high.
But I think it gave
it's
him
great, but 4th best of all time.
Of all time, maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies out there.
There's a lot
It
of
goes
movies.
Shawshank Redemption, Godfather 1, Godfather 2, The Dark Knight.
Wow. Wow. It's disrespectful
Well, when you-
to Goodfellas.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
when you
right.
think about it like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's interesting.
that is
Yeah.
interesting.
But yeah, I remember Winter Soldier was like the first one, because obviously the Avengers, you're like, oh yeah, fuck, it's the Avengers. They're
Yeah.
bringing 4 franchise people into one movie.
Sure.
Let's see how
Yeah.
they do this. And then after that, they were like, oh, we did it. Let's keep making movies. And they were like, okay, they're just kind of like putting stuff. Iron Man 3, Thor 2. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
see. And
those
then,
felt lazy.
exactly. And then
Yeah.
Winter Soldier comes out. You're like, oh fuck, okay, they're on their game.
Yeah,
And
I was
then-
like, oh shit.
yeah.
this
and then
is,
Guardians, and then Age of Ultron, but then after
Yeah.
that, it's golden. I don't think there's
Yeah.
a bad one.
That was
after
that
Yeah.
was the tough one for me. It was between Civil War or Guardians, but Civil War. I love Civil War so much because it made up for what Ultron wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
good
was
call.
Avengers 2.5 basically.
Yeah.
Avengers 2 was
Exactly.
so disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one because there's like great scenes in it,
Yeah.
but the movie itself is just like, oh, no, they were just trying to copy paste.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Well, it's like
Certainly.
because Ultron, you see him in like the cartoons and comics, and he's like scary because he's
He
so
is.
soulless
Yeah.
and fucking just
But
binary.
this is like
basically.
quipping and shit.
Yeah, and it's
Spader.
like, well,
Yeah,
everybody
James,
liked how quippy Loki was. Let's do that.
Yeah.
It's like,
No.
you don't have to give a robot a personality. That
No.
defeats
No,
the purpose
he
of
doesn't
having a
need it.
robot.
Don't give them teeth. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that,
teeth
that
are
was
unsettling.
real
That's true.
upsetting.
That's weird.
I didn't like it. Teeth with no lips. No, not about it. It's like Ultron didn't understand anatomy.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
It took a swing and a miss. Better director than Joss Whedon.
Better hashtag.
Hashtag it. Oh, God, guys. Well, I want to give you guys this opportunity to take the floor and promo your show.
Plug, plug, plug.
Plug it away.
Love a plug.
Just talk about plugs.
Hair
All
plugs.
sockets.
Is that a shot at me? Were you trying to say, Ian?
Oh shit.
It was the first plugs I thought of.
Because you've been looking at a ball past
Interesting,
hour and a
yeah,
half. I get it.
interesting,
I
huh?
get it.
Oh, what a coincidence.
I'm gonna just leave. We don't need to do the plug part anymore. Saturday night's main event, August 7th, the Marquee Theater. It's a Saturday night. It's $10 a ticket. What do you spend $10 on?
The
Fucking
dumbest shit.
that's a
Lunch.
pack
I
of
spend-
smokes nowadays.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, come through. It's right downtown. It's right next to Coors Field. We are headlining. We've been doing this a long fucking time, and we have never headlined
Oh,
before.
fuck.
And
This is big.
this
This
is
is
a
big
headlining
time.
moment on a Saturday.
Fuck yeah,
Yes,
congrats,
deserve it.
boys.
Thank you.
you, thank
We got a little Ric Flair shout out coming soon. We got
Yeah.
a little corny wrestling promo video coming out soon. A couple of those. Vic's got tapes coming out.
I got stuff coming out. I got a love letter coming out. I'm mixing it right now. It's all recorded, so I just need to mix it all.
That shit is so fire too.
And, oh, thank you, man.
It
Thank you,
is.
thank you.
I'm excited.
But yeah, so I got that coming out soon. Hopefully before the show, so that people can hear what they're gonna go see instead of just showing up and like, oh, well, let's see what this is.
Yeah.
You know. And then I got some Spanish stuff too. That's like my main focus from now on. Is I'm gonna
So
be
dope.
doing some Spanish music. And then as always, Loco-Motive. Me and Ian.
Yep.
We're always doing something too there.
Yep.
So yeah, that's we don't have anything in particular right now because we're so busy with the show. But after the show, we got more music and stuff coming out together. And yeah, that's it. Just August 7th, the Marquee. Be there or be there. Just be there. Just
Be there or Mikey Pikes is going to throw you through a fucking table.
Oh yeah, brother! You're gonna want to come to the Marquee on August 7th.
Ooh, Mikey Pikes.
I think we just found a persona.
That was good.
That might be-
That was
alright.
good.
I've
We're
always-
gonna
I've
have
always
to
had a good-
rewrite some things.
I've always had a
oh,
good
shit.
Macho Man.
Yeah,
voice,
there we go.
Well, we'll definitely be there. I'm going to be there.
Yeah, cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks,
Hell yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Through, guys.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. We
be
love
amazing.
having you
Promise
guys
you a
on.
good time. Yeah, love being here.
Yeah, thank you so much
fun
for
time.
having us, guys.
Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
this is always
Always a
fun.
pleasure,
Always
yeah.
a bunch of fun.
Yeah, always. And we're real excited. Like, that's awesome. You guys are headlining.
Yeah, you guys are living
stoked.
our dream. You know,
Thanks,
you guys are fucking killing it.
You guys are living our dream.
I was gonna say we have a dream.
That's
to
what they
start
always say.
doing this shit.
Yeah,
Comedians want to be
for
rappers.
sure.
Rappers want to be comedians.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
We're doing
Podcasters.
what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. You guys are the best. You guys are the best.
So yeah, go hit up the show.
Yeah.
That's Marquee Theater, August 7th. What time?
Doors open at 7. Show
Cool.
starts at 8.
We got someone at 7:30.
Oh yeah, show starts at 7:30.
7:30,
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, hell yeah.
But be there when doors open. You know, come have a drink with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Come
hang
kick it.
out, you know?
Kick it pre-show, pre-game, and then fucking rage our faces off with
And
Loco-Motive,
then once
baby.
we're done performing, we got the venue we got a DJ, so we're still gonna be partying after.
Partying.
Fuck yeah.
You know, it's gonna be a good time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Fuck
Fucking
yeah.
awesome. Awesome, dudes.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, otherwise, like, rate, and review DMT reviews every Tuesday and Friday. You know,
Yeah.
Sammy B, Jackie D. Take it sleazy, Mayor McCheesy. Love you guys.
Yay, yay.
Nice.